No.
Folks, we're here. We made it. Here we are with the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. POKENE.
That's right, baby. I had to Google what's the little E thing, man.
I think I like the shillionaire better.
I feel like the shillionaire is long dead. I do more than shilling now. I've over shilled and now I'm broke. I need to figure out how to. Maybe I start shilling again. I don't know.
Well, when I realized you were broken in serious financial issues is when you were talking about selling Ascended Heroes.
That's what gave it away, isn't it, man?
I was like, oh man, like chapter 7, chapter 11, which is coming.
All the chapters, man. I got a kid now, man. I got a kid to feed. Diapers are expensive.
I mean, you used to be filming in a warehouse. Now you're filming in front of a green screen.
This is like my mom's laundry room. I don't want you to see the machines and shit. That's all I can afford now.
I mean, dude, things will pick up.
I hope so. I really do. Ascended Heroes, it's the only thing that's getting me by anymore. I don't know what to do, man. I don't know. They're holding my money. Shopify is not releasing the funds. I don't have any capital.
I think this runs perfectly into. Should we talk about PDS?
PDS, yeah. PDS has been going around a lot lately.
Guys, we're gonna coin a term today. PDS. This is Prismatic Derangement Syndrome, and the hobby is infected by it. I don't know why the mention of prismatic evolutions has been ever since the day of release. It has been the most visceral reacted to set from the time it released and how angry everyone was, forcing Pokemon to put out a statement how stupid you were to buy it. And then it ran up to 200 and how stupid you were not to have it. Then now it fell back down, how stupid you are to buy that instead of Ascended. And it's just, I don't know why, dude. Everyone hates the Umbreon. Everyone hates the set, hates opening it, hates anyone that does like it. Why is it that's the only set in history it's ever had that?
The PDS is strong with this one. We're in an epidemic, man. You're asking the right questions. Another fun fact, the Prismatic Evolutions is also the first and I believe only set to have a song dedicated to it by Jason Page himself.
Is that right?
I think so. I think the Sunbreon is exclusive.
Dude, what would a Jason Page sign Umbreon go for at an auction if you had to guess?
I mean, if you do any Collecticon vending in Kansas City, he'll probably come up and just tell you the price. 50,000.
Brian's public about it, so I'm not revealing anything. I've been public about it. And let's shout out Retrospecs. I know I didn't shout him out, and he texted me. He's like, dude, what do brother got to do for a shout out? Shout out Retrospecs if you guys are looking to buy things in large quantities. But we both took advantage of a deal he was running. Where Prismatic Evolution DTBs, they were selling for $155 and they were selling cases for $1,700. And me and Brian both, like, we took hundreds of them, like hundreds and hundreds of Prismatic Evolution DTBs. And we're both talking, like, thinking this is the most no-brainer, obvious thing in the world. But then every time we say this to anyone in the space, we get laughed at like we're freaking lunatics. I don't get it.
It's the PDS, man. That's how it is. That's the biggest trigger.
Have we lost our touch? Are we out of touch?
Yeah, maybe we've been in this too long. Maybe we have too much experience in the market. We should have came in 2026. That way we'd be experts.
I will say, like, all joking aside, a couple of years ago when everything started to really, ramp up, over the last couple of years, a lot of smart people in the hobby have got left behind by this market because they just kept thinking it couldn't last and prices were too high and I'm not going to buy in and, all these things. And, things just kept running and they got left behind. So it's like, are we making that same mistake with Ascended Heroes?
That's the question, baby. That's the question. No, I think that's like a good argument, but like, no, it's just stupid. Maybe I'm an old head. Maybe we are. Maybe we're unk status. We're old heads. We don't know what we're doing anymore. But
put it in the S&P index, man. Buy some Berkshire Hathaway.
Yeah. I feel much more comfortable with my my 600 ETBs of Prismatic Evolution than I certainly did holding Ascended Heroes while it climbed to $2,000 a case. I mean, yeah. That's too much, man.
I think you might have said it in your video. I think you said it, but anytime you give an opinion that it's like against what someone else owns or has, or like their thought is, they think you're attacking them. Like, if someone else out there has a bunch of Ascended Heroes and they believe in it or they're buying it, and you coming out being like, yeah, I just don't see it, so I'm moving my money here. They think it's like a personal attack on them. And it's like, dude, look, a few years ago, me and Brian both had like a few thousand subscribers. We're just regular dudes that, you know, make content and run businesses in this hobby, just giving you our take based on our experience. That's all it is. It's not an attack. It's not gospel. It's just what we feel.
You're more humble than I am. I am gospel.
I am gospel.
but I mean, 100%. I always think, like, I see like the comments in the chat and whatnot, and I'm like, if you were at a local game store, like a brick and mortar, and someone had some kind of disagreement with you on what set to invest in, maybe you would punch them in the face. I don't know. Maybe you would, but like in my brain, you just be like, okay, right. Yeah, I just move on, and then maybe that guy's a freaking idiot. But like, it's not so visceral. That's a really good word. It's the word of the day. Visceral reactions.
Like they get like so pent up and angry, and they have to type this comment immediately. And usually, you know, they type the comment really early on in the video because they obviously didn't listen to the rest. And I don't know, it's just really goofy. It's really funny to watch happen. And then, you know, I honestly can't tell at this point. I can't tell at this point if other like the, you know, more, I guess, like drama type creators, if they're serious, if it's for content. I feel like some of them are serious with some of the stuff they say, but I don't know. It just seems like people get very upset if like you or I or some other people in this hobby make a video and put out an opinion.
Yeah, well, I've been pushing the envelope on pissing people off lately, and I can say for the most part I'm serious, but I know exactly how to deliver it to piss people off, and I think that's the best combination. You say something that's true and you mean it, but you just say it in a way that really pokes at them. And it's really easy to do with Ascended Heroes and Prismatic Evolution. You get either one of those sets in a thumbnail, both of them in the same thumbnails, magic, you're going to get a response.
Magic.
Chef's kiss magic right there.
I mean, okay, let's talk about something that's clearly true. The Yakuza in Japanese.
Of course, the Yakuza. Yes, they're doing their thing, man.
So your business is shifting quite a bit, right?
Dude, yes. I was literally made a car video. Everyone hates the car videos, by the way. That you want a visceral reaction, make a video in the car and not be Earn collects. You're gonna get a visual. You're gonna get a visceral reaction.
Earn makes them.
Z&G
James from Z&G makes them, but you can't make them.
No, I can't make them. People are angry, man. But I did record one today. It's not edited yet, but I talked about Spanish, Chinese, and Korean being the future of Pokemon card businesses. So it's also the future of my business, unless you were talking about the other thing.
Chinese and Korean?
Yeah, Chinese and Korean, baby. And Spanish. A lot of Spanish speakers in the U.S.
And do you want to expound on this? Why is this?
Yeah, so I'll basically just replay the script in my video. So Korean was always a good, cheap alternative to Japanese because it's Asian and it's the same pretty picture and it's the same sets. Like, for example, you know, we have Evolving Skies. Japanese has EV Heroes. Korean also has EV Heroes. So it's the same like Asian sets. So that was always a good alternative when Japanese got too expensive. So Korean's always kind of been a staple for the right niche. Like I've been able to sell it.
It's just crazy to say that like English gets too expensive. You go to Japanese. Now Japanese is too expensive. That's wild to me, but yeah, keep going.
It's happened before though. Like when Clay Burst, Triplet Beat, when those were like $200 because of the Miriam and all the other, that's when I got into Korean. And then like, that was great. And so Korean is going through some craziness where they rose MSRP by 50%. I've said that in a few videos. I think that's absolutely outrageous, but interesting. And I think it's a good staple to have. We're selling a lot more. Like Gloria Team Rocket Korean selling like freaking hotcakes right now.
Hold on. Let's look. Percentages can sound harsh. What is that, like $20 to $30?
Okay, all right, that's valid. The pushback was valid. Yeah, it went from 30,000 won to 45,000 won, so probably $25 to $35. I mean,
yeah,
percentage, yeah, 50. But I mean, just okay. If English went up 50%, that would be outrageous. But like, if I'm English Pokemon and I see Korean doing 50. I'm gonna be like, oh, we could go up 10%.
Oh yeah.
Again, we already did a year or two ago. We could do it again.
I think everyone's kind of expecting that, right?
I hope so. I think that's logical. I could see like a good like 20% bump, 15 to 20% bump.
I will say, as much as I love Rudy, like I think I think him trying to get people used to $10 booster packs is a little crazy. But I think jumping MSRP to like $550 a pack is not crazy.
Yeah, I think that's completely reasonable.
Right.
And I mean, Rudy, he comes from a world of many other TCGs, and maybe that is normal in other I have no idea.
Oh, well, for Magic collector boxes, absolutely.
Okay, yeah. So maybe that's where he's getting that. Yeah, I can't see Pokemon normal. Like, I can't see the market normalizing a $10 pack, like long term. But
So
yeah,
Korean is your kind of the way you solve like Japanese getting expensive. So then where does Chinese come into play?
So Chinese has kind of the same benefit of Korean, where it's very affordable. Like you can get the lesser popular gem sets, like Gem Pack Volume 4. It's like $35 on my site, and I'm making money on that. So you can get a whole ass booster box for $35. Now, is a freaking investor, trying to get rich off Pokemon, are they going to be excited about that? No. But someone that wants to just rip, all the fans just want to rip packs. If you don't play the game and you don't need to read the card, that's a really good set. So that's been nice. So it's very affordable. It's the same. It's just as affordable as Korean, if not cheaper. Also, Chinese has the added benefit of its exclusive sets where you can't buy Gem Pack Volume 3. That's not a thing in any other language. So like that box, that art on the box, the art on the packs, because people care about that shit. That's exclusive. There's individual cards in those sets that are exclusive and will never come out on another set. So that's a big deal. So like, it's also cheap. It's got exclusive art, exclusive packs, box, cards, pulls, whatever. And then Spanish is my new thing that I'm big on, and it's the Mexican Spanish. There's apparently a European Spanish. The Crystal Collects was talking. There's 2 different versions. I'm not educated enough to know that, but shout out Crystal. And so mine's from Mexico, and that is, again, the benefit of it's affordable. Spanish Ascended Heroes is still, I think, like, might be $120 in ETB. I don't know. It's much cheaper than English. And the amount of Spanish-speaking people in the U.S. is astounding. Yeah. So many. I mean, it's got to be, the 3rd most popular language in the country, I imagine.
And so and have you already been trying the Spanish?
Yeah. Oh, we sold the shit out of it. Oh yeah, it's gone. Like we sold all of our cases. Oh yeah, we're getting more, but we did kind of a test. So
how do you find that supplier? The old-fashioned way that you talked about in your videos?
He just hit me up on IG, man. Like that's the best. That's the beauty of it. It's all Instagram. Like homie just found me, and maybe he found me on email. But there's a couple.
You say that like it's a hard thing to do. I mean, you're kind of like the face of Pokemon business at this point.
Okay, I mean fair. I suppose. I guess it would be hard for a new person to attract that DM.
Yeah.
In fairness, but like, it just shows how powerful Insta is, honestly.
Yeah. So what does that mean for Japanese? Are you like completely axing Japanese? Like
I don't order it anymore, really. Like
that's incredible.
I know, like my bread and butter, the thing that got me on the map. I can't. I mean, I got 40 Mega Dream on the way and 40 Ninja Spinner on the way, and like 40 Nihil Zero on the way.
40 boxes.
So, yeah, not cases.
Wow.
But back in the day, that would have been like, I feel a good deal, 40 freaking cases. I don't know. Like I used to put that would be like my daily order. Now it's like every week I'll throw a few $1,000s that way. But my supplier, she's like, I think this is what she said. I quoted it, and I was in Henry's live stream the other day. She said, I think the price on Japanese is going to drop significantly at some point. Which that was an interesting like choice of words
from a supplier trying to sell this stuff.
Because she don't like the price. She's not able to lower the price lower than that, but like she will be, and that's when it's gonna get interesting. So I asked her, I'm like, yo, should I dump my 151 cases or what do you think? And she's like, no, don't F with 151. She thinks the price will get to 650 a booster box.
Wow.
If it does, I'm dumping.
Well, remember you posted like something on Instagram with like recent sales. You said, when did this happen? I was like, dude, one of those sales is mine.
Yeah, you sold one of them.
Well, dude, I still have some of those 151 cases. Look, everyone knows like I've always been just English only, but I bought out like a card shop a while back, and they wanted me to take everything. And it just so happened they had some 151 Japanese cases, and so I took them. And, you know, I heard all the crazy stuff going on. And I'm like, dude, what, $5,000? I'm like, I'll send one of these out to freaking $5,000. It sold for $5,000.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right. So yeah,
That's
man, like it just kind of happened. I didn't, you know, it's like one of those things you throw on a shelf with other stuff and you kind of forget about. And lo and behold,
bro, it was like 3,200 a couple weeks ago.
it's crazy.
Like I mean, I don't even want to make a prediction, but like, bro, I might just hold those till like they're 10K a piece, and I don't think that's going to be very long from now.
Is that Lambo money? Is that when you get the Lambo?
That's when I get the Lambo. Yeah. Right now it's the 2015 Mazda 3, 150,000 miles on it.
Dude, you got to do what I do. We got to both get Lambos and wrap them in prismatic evolutions.
We just drive around inflicting PDS on everyone.
Inflicting. I love it. Dude, you know what's funny though? When you look at like a lot of successful people in this hobby, almost everyone has pivoted at some point in their career. Like everyone. I mean,
that's what my video's called. I swear to God. Yes.
Dude, speaking of retro, dude, retro did completely other things before what he's doing now. Dan's been, I mean, Catch 'em All Collectibles has done like multiple other business models before what he's doing now. I mean, you go down the list. There are a ton of successful people in this hobby started out doing one thing and pivoted because, you know, the opportunity moved, like, you know, their opportunity, whatever happened. And so like, some people will be like, oh, you're selling out now. You're going away from your bread and butter, which is Japanese. It's like, dude, the market is not what it was 5 years ago.
You couldn't have spit it better. Literally, I'm going to release my video and they're going to think I made the video based on this live stream.
It's okay. No one even watches these streams.
No one, only 400 people. Big deal. But no, like for real, like I literally say that because people trash you for it. They'll be like, oh, well, Alex said, and I'm like, yeah, Alex said that a year and a half ago. Shit was different. Shit changed.
You know the best one is? The best people are the new people to the hobby, and they come and like, what do you know? You're just a rip and shipper. It's like, dude, I've only been rip and shipping for 2 years.
Yeah. It's so funny. Like people, they look at the timestamp and they just completely disregard the fact that time has passed since the video's posted.
Yeah.
And in my video, I reference like fourth star TCG, some YouTube channel I found recently, and they talk about survivorship bias. And I'm like, the reason why you don't see people on YouTube that just stick with the same opinion forever is because that's how you die. Like they see me and you, oh, they're always pivoting, they're always they don't use the word pivot. Pivot's a positive word. They use the word like flip-flop. Always flip-flopping. And it's like the only reason you see everyone flip-flopping is because that's the only way to stay on your screen, because the people that don't flip-flop go bankrupt.
Dude, the best part is I've watched some of your videos recently. I've read some of your comments, and they're the same as mine. People saying, look at these guys. They were telling you to buy 2 years ago. Now they're telling you to sell. 2 years ago was the beginning of the bull market. Yes. How much have you all made buying when me and Brian were telling you to buy? How much have you made in Pokemon over the last 2 years? Was it the wrong advice? Now, saying that, you know, may not be the right time for Ascended or Prismatic, who no one knows what's going to happen right now. But the very fact that we were right this whole time meant it was the right move. Only time will tell if it's the right move of, like, you know, selling certain stuff, and Brian talking about, you know, shoring up and maybe getting real estate, putting some money elsewhere. Time will tell. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But
right,
like acting like that was bad advice to tell people to buy the last 2 years is wild.
That you worded that so flipping well, because you're right. That's what they say. And it's like, no shit. But you want me to tell you to buy? And here's the thing. Here, to go off of that, if you made videos right now titled, you should go spend $2,000 on a brand new case of Ascended Heroes, they'd somehow think that was better advice than you should buy a case of Paldea Evolved at 90 a box.
Yeah.
You took more trash telling people to buy cases of Paldea Evolved for 90 than you are. It's mind-boggling.
I talked about that in a video yesterday too. There's been a huge perception shift in the mind of the hobby. So a year ago, it was considered a Timmy move to pay double MSRP for a prismatic ETB at $100. When I was telling people to do that, that was when like the Team Rocket Joey was really getting big, and like I was getting trashed for that and made fun of.
Yeah.
Now, fast forward, you got Ascended Heroes at 2,000, and people are like, they're coming at us for saying not to buy it. So like in 1 year, we went from being told not to buy at 100 to being laughed at if you don't buy at 200.
Jesus. When you really sum it up into a sentence, that sounds really stupid.
What happened?
What? Oh my God.
The whole market has just been going so long. We've just like, everyone's been conditioned that things only go up forever. I don't know.
It's hard too, because like, you know, in like to play devil's advocate, I say the same thing you just did. I'm like, everyone was saying this, but maybe everyone that listened to us is just gone now. And these are all new people, and they don't remember at all. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Like, did they all flip flop, or are they just new people watching? Because like,
I think it's new people. You probably see it with your customers. I mean, you see it. You have to see it with your customers. I know with my customers, there's very small amount that stick around for more than, I don't know, 3 to 6 months.
Yeah, and I think that makes sense, because like, people are dumb for sure, but like, to listen to what you just said and be like, nope, he's wrong. Like, you gotta be some kind of stupid. So it must just be a lot of new people, in fairness.
Yeah, and I get it. Like, dude, if you just came into Pokemon and you see, you know, all the prices you see, and you're just like, well, obviously, this is a great buy of buying a brand new set for $180 in ATB 2 months out of the gate. You know, like all these other boxes are Prismatic or Phantasmal Flames is almost 500 and Destin Rivals is 600. This makes sense. I get it.
It's so broken. Phantasmal Flames being where it is now compared to the sentiment, and people made fun of that set. Like, oh, all it has is a Charizard. Like, that was extremely recently. Yes. The only thing it has going for it is a Charizard, and it's mid.
I didn't see this coming.
Yeah, I didn't either. I mean, I'm not going to pretend I knew. But
I don't have boatloads of Phantasmal. I have some, but not a ton.
I have a few cases.
Yeah.
But like, I figured, oh yeah, this will go for, I thought it'd be a $240 box, like Mega Evolution 1.
Yeah.
And so did everyone else. Everyone else was like, oh, this set's it's got nothing in it but Charizard. And then the Japanese version is like even more. If you look at like the MSRP to sale, it's even more obnoxious.
All the Japanese boxes have.
Well, yeah, true. All of that. That's fair. But Inferno X, man, like, they were giving that shit away for a long time.
Yeah.
And I don't have it. I don't have any. I wish I did. I can't get more. They're too much.
Hey, Jay Flint, member for 25 months.
Damn,
over 2 years. That's the longest I think I've ever seen, man. Appreciate you, dude. There was another person, Nonstop Dre, member for 8 months. Thank you, man. Appreciate all the support. And also Ann Fan said $4.99 super chat. Appreciate you, dude. Best Pokemon content duo ever. Thanks for the 200% gain.
Damn.
Don't you love that?
That's awesome.
Dude, doesn't it feel good like having people always reach out, tell you about their gains or tell you about like their businesses that are successful and like how the channels help? Like, doesn't that make all the nonsense online worth it?
It's more rare than I'd like it to be, but when it happens, it's a special feeling. Usually it's people asking who is your supplier. But well, yeah, once in a while I'll get someone that's happy with it. So I don't know. That's good.
What happened? So I know the baby was born, and all of a sudden this week you found time again and just went on a content absolute massacre. Dude, you posted like, I don't know, it's 7 videos in like 5 days. You're on every person in the whole hobby's live stream, or they're on your channel. What happened, dude? Did your wife like say, hey, take a week off? I got the baby, go.
Yeah, she took the reins off.
What happened?
It's a combination of a few things. Number one, I wanted to see how easy it is to, because everyone's doing market manipulation on TCG Player, and we can talk about that or whatever. Everyone's doing that right now. I wanted to see if you could market manipulate the algorithm, and I think I've proved that it's very, very easy. And it only takes, I need to add it up. It takes about 5 minutes of content to completely market manipulate the algorithm. Where if you say something kind of interesting in a 10-minute video and you do it like 3 to 4 more times in 5 to 8 minute videos, everyone will talk about you. Live streams, it was so predictable that like at any time I'm at the gym, I'm walk in, I'm outside, I'll turn on someone's live stream, whether it be Henry or Poke Office or blah 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 blah. At some point within 25 minutes of listening, my name's gonna come up. Not because I'm a big deal, but because like I hacked the algorithm for the week. I market manipulated the algorithm. And so I wanted to see, I was like, I'm just going to put all of my free time into doing this. And it only took about 40 total screen time minutes. I think it's freaking fascinating. Like if you get like a moment where rip and ship slow down for a week, you get a slow week, maybe some shipping got delayed or some shit. Just put 40 extra minutes of content that you would normally not do. It's crazy what that does to the algorithm.
So
It's
Brian was
wild.
talking to like anyone that makes content and does rip and ships out there, because he wasn't talking to me. Like, rip and ship slow down for a week. Stop.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Not with Prismatic Evolution. I mean, Ascended Heroes, the God set.
That's
but no, just like anyone out there, like if you just take 40 minutes of content and you throw it out there without like, I'm gonna post every other day. Like, just if you say like interesting enough shit, it's a hack. So that was part of it. I was like, I want to see if I can market manipulate the algorithm. And then two, it's just been slow here overall. Like we're selling really big orders, but like they're just really big orders. There's not like a lot of small orders. And I got bored.
Perfect Order's been dead, and even we haven't got those second waves yet, and then waiting on Chaos Rising. I mean,
yeah, it's not a lot going on. So
I get it.
I got bored. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go make a bunch of videos.
It's not a bad idea.
No, you can do it all in one day too. You don't even have to. You could just pretend you filmed them all on the same day or different days, and just do it all on the same day.
Did it feel like a binge? Like you were just like you withdrew from it for so long, you just had to get out there. You got so pent up.
It kind of did a little bit. It was a good emotional dump. But some of the videos I would like respond to somebody or whatever. But like a lot of them, I just filmed all in the same like car ride. Like I went from UPS to my house. You throw on a hoodie, whatever, and you just like upload them a few hours later, and people are like, "Oh, he's crazy." It's like, no, I'm just playing.
Does it seem like something easy to manage everything while having the baby now?
It is when you have a wife that's at home. When she goes back to work, I'm cooked. I don't know, man. Because you don't have kids.
No, I can. I can imagine. Like, I don't know how you're gonna do it without her there.
I honestly don't. I'm really proud of the content I made in the past where I was like, I'm a dick. I'll be like, get off your ass and make content, you lazy. If you want to make money, work.
Yeah.
But I always had the caveat: if you have a health issue or a child, I don't know how that is, so this does not apply to you. I am so glad I made that caveat because, dude, doing this shit with a kid's hard.
Well, here's the funny part. So Brian's words exactly. This is a quote. I remember talking to him about like my schedule, and he's like, "You get up at 7 a.m. That's unhinged." And now I'm like, "Well, dude, when your wife goes back to work, are you gonna have to get up at 7 a.m.?"
Bro, I've been waking up at 6:30 a.m. every day
like?
since that child was born.
When did you used to get up? Like 11 noon?
I'd get up between 11 and 1 p.m. And sometimes I'd accidentally sleep in, and I'd wake up because my wife opened the garage coming home from work at 4.
So how's that been?
Shit, dude, it's hard. Like,
it's gotta be the hardest part. Switching sleep schedules is hard.
It's not even a matter of how many hours you get to sleep. It's what time you wake up. I've learned. Like I sleep more than I used to. Ironically, like I sleep 8 hours a day. I'm a healthy sleeper, but I still wake up at 6:30, and I just want to jump into my pool with the cover on. It's it's rough, man. Like I don't know. I hate the sun. I don't want to see the sunrise. Allergies are worse. It sucks, honestly. I can't wait till like my kids in like a standard sleeping schedule. Like going to school, because at least then like everything's different. Like every day, like, oh, now she's in this phase, now she's in this phase, and I love it. I love having live in my life, but like the sleeping schedule and the work schedule, it's hard, man.
Have you had that conversation about her possibly quitting? She likes her job.
She could if she wanted, but she likes her job.
Yeah, and
there was a couple slow days where I wasn't posting on YouTube 10 times a day, that I was able to stay home with Andrea and Liv and just chill. And it's like, it's a lot of sitting because she sleeps a lot. Yeah. But like they sleep in your arms. Ideally, they don't. I thought kids slept all day. You put them in the crib and you could work while they slept. That's not the case. They sleep in your arms, which is great. It's wonderful, but you can't do anything while you do that. So
yeah.
So I stayed with her for a couple days, like all day without going to work. And I could see how that would get like boring eventually because she's a hard worker too. Like she's used to working 9 hours a day. She's a teacher. She gets home, and then when you're a teacher, you still work at home.
Right.
And you don't get paid jack shit for it. So like she's very much used to being active, and like that lifestyle, like stay at home mom, is like probably not conducive to her long-term joy. So we're gonna hybrid model it and
you'll figure it out. I mean, you can still get a lot done at night after she's home and can take over for you, and you can kind of head to the business and get stuff done.
Yeah, we'll do a little hybrid model of it. Her insurance is great, so I'd rather have her work anyway. But
yeah, no, for sure. Dude, Zuko, 19-month membership. Dude, you guys have been there forever. Appreciate you, man. Oh, and look at this. Valhalla donating 10 memberships. Guys, make sure you thank him if you got one of those. Thank you so much. DJ Pokey Center.
Hey.
Love the duo. Sometimes commentators have me thinking I'm crazy. Then y'all get together and bring me back to reality that maybe I'm not that crazy. If you are doing the opposite of what your comment section is saying, you are doing it right. Thanks, DJ. Shout out DJ.
Except for the members that have been around for 19 months.
Except them.
Yeah, they're cool.
Cool Train, $4.99 super chat. Appreciate you, dude. Word on the street is you two are selling everything because you got jobs at JP Morgan Securities. I'm actually at Goldman. Brian may be at JP Morgan.
I mess with JP a little bit. I don't know. I'm doing something a little different. I'm just kind of might be doing some insider trading, like on my own thing. I got some computers set up. The green screen's in front of all my computers. I got some sketchy shit. Me and Anonymous are working together with the with the who's.
Dude, you guys with the memberships, 14 months, Heart, Cold, Soul, Silver, 19 months for Valhalla. Dude, there's a lot of people that have been here a long time. Right, I'm just expecting a lot of you guys are doing very, very well in this hobby.
Yeah, honestly,
if you've been following me or Brian for that long, I'm sure you guys are doing very, very well.
It's funny because we were talking about how many new people are here, but like you've got some
another one.
OGs.
18 months, year and a half. That's right, the beginning of the boom, man. Arky's probably doing real good.
When did you start the rip and ship side of YouTube?
Let's see. I think it was like 2023 Collecticon or 2024 Collecticon, maybe one of those two. Maybe 2024. Okay. I don't know. It's been I believe over 2 years now.
It's been a blur. I'd say at least 2 years. I remember it that vividly when I was talking to you about it, but maybe it was 3 years ago. I don't know.
My days are blurs at this point, man. Especially the days when I do 2 streams. You wake up and by the time I'm through like the emails and the deals, it's like, I'm making content and then boom, I'm on stream, hit the gym, eat dinner with my wife, back on stream, get up, get everything kind of organized for shipping. Boom, I'm in bed. Next day, it's just like, you don't even have time to really think. You just kind of go through the day and the hours just melt away.
Yeah, driving a freaking kid on top of that. That shit's really whack.
I couldn't. I mean, my buddy that works with me, he's got a kid, and I'm like, I don't think I could do this with a kid.
Every day's bath day. That's all I know. It's always bath day.
Yeah, I'd have to have my wife like not work, or I could physically not do as much as I'm doing right now with a kid because I don't have like
zero shot, bro. Zero shot.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But I don't know if the number's public, so I'll leave it aloof. But like you said, your number of what you're doing per month streaming.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, okay, yes.
I mean, that's crazy, bro.
I did say we are so between the Galaxy Grails and the pack rips, and then like any collection buys, that type of stuff in YouTube. Yeah, we had over 1.1 million in revenue in April.
Broken. Crazy. I've never sold that much.
It's crazy. Well, again, like the digital rips are a different animal because of the buybacks. It'd be like you ran rip and ships. It'd be like this, dude. If you ran a rip and ship and you pulled a big hit, and you could be like, hey man, if you want to sell this back to me right now for 85% of market, I can credit that to your account and you can keep ripping.
Is that how easy it is? It's just all
consistently just do that. Clicks. Yeah. And so whereas like with pack rips, you got pack everything up, ship it out. It takes 2, 3, 4 business days to get there. Then they get it. Then maybe they've got to go to a card shop and sell it, list it on eBay, wait for it to sell, list it on TCG Play, wait for it to sell. So like by the time you get your capital back, it's been like weeks. Whereas nowadays you get your capital back instantaneously, which allows, more purchases.
So, okay. So people people pay whatever $200 a rip or whatever, and then they get a card that they don't want, and they sell it back to you for credit, and then they use that credit to rip
Well,
more.
it's not credit on Galaxy. It is cash. Like you can transfer into your Stripe account and back into your bank if you want.
Okay, but they usually end up using it to buy more?
I don't have access to that data. I would guess.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah,
Because like
I'm just a streamer, dude. I'm not some big giant company owner, man.
You're doing $1 million a year, $1 million a month in revenue, man. Bro, people, it's a major milestone to do $1 million in revenue a year. Like a major milestone. $1 million in a month is fucking crazy, dude. Our biggest month ever was $650.
That's huge, though.
Which is massive. But like
physical product is crazy.
Yeah, that was a lot of work. The physical side of things is hard when you're doing 650. That was only once ever around holiday, and sheesh, I mean, there's a lot of space between 650 and over $1 million, and it's like,
oh, if that was all like physical pack rip sales, that would I don't even want to know what that would be like.
I don't feel like that would be physically possible for like one or two people. I think you need like
I guess if you had
team.
Like, yeah, if I had like other streamers, it would. For me, it'd be very difficult.
Yeah, I don't think there'd be enough physical hours on the day.
All these people. Dead Lion, new member here. We got Awakened, has been here for 3 months. Appreciate you guys. Awaken also said, both of you, much love for all from the Great White North. Much love, man.
Hey.
Up in the Canada.
Love it, man. It's so crazy. Like every time I go on your channel, 3 or 4 times, however long it is, it's like the community here is wild.
Yeah.
It's just insane. I mean, you got a ton of hate too, but like just the day ones though, it's nuts, man. 470 people on a freaking 1:50 p.m. on Friday.
The hate doesn't even like bother me any amount at all anymore.
No, it couldn't. You wouldn't have time to.
Yeah, because like in the beginning, see, everyone thought like I cared. Like they're like, oh, he cares about Kuchi cares. I never cared about anyone talking crap on me. What I cared about is people are always basically trying to attack the business, and I'm like, dude, the stuff people are saying, I was always worried. I'm like, dude, this is gonna affect the business. I gotta, come back. I gotta defend myself. But like now, I'm just like, okay, every content creator in the whole drama space has come at me at this point, and it hasn't affected things. The channels continue to grow, the business continue to grow. At this point, dude, just say whatever the hell you want. Like, I just don't care anymore.
I mean, you get people in their business that are straight up stealing Prismatic Evolution Sunbrowns from people on stream, and they're still in business. Like, holy shit, the Whatnot streamers that do all the stuff they do, their business is fine. I'm like, shit, you can, like, if you say my hair's ugly one day, I guess I'll be all right.
Yeah, like, so none of that stuff ever bothered me. It was always like when they started coming at like the business or something or the channel, it's like, really early on, I was like, people are trying to discredit the channel, so no one would want to like watch the channel. But like at this point, it's just like, okay, I've got to the point where it's just meaningless anymore. I'm gonna put out the videos. The people that want to watch them are gonna watch them. People that want to hate them are gonna hate them, and we'll see what happens.
That's the game, baby.
What is Slab Collectibles gonna say? 1999 super chat, dude. Just want to express my gratitude. Both of you have taught me to make real money in this hobby, which allowed me to put $25K down to build a new house so my wife and I can live near our family. Cannot thank y'all enough, dude.
That's what it's all about, baby.
That's Brian's video right there.
Literally, that's what I said. Like, that's life-changing money that you could have held that in Ascended Heroes for the next 5 years or got a freaking house. Way to make the right call.
Why is that? Why is that a hot take?
Yeah, if you put that on r/Poke investing, he'd get absolutely just decimated. It's like, wow, paper hands, bro. Like, way to listen to the influencers. Like, good for him, man. 25,000 down on a house.
I'm curious as to what the goal. What do you think the goal is? Like, guys, what's everyone's goal in this hobby? Is it to try to stack the largest mountain of cardboard? Is it to try to get the largest number on your collector app? Is it to? I mean, what is the goal? Like, I know, like, my goal has always been for people is you can outperform other places you can invest. And I mean, when you're investing in other places, there typically always comes a time when you sell said investments and use it for whatever else in your life. Now you could say longer form investments like retirement, nothing gets happened to them. And maybe you live off the interest or live off the dividends and things, but other things that don't have dividends and interest, you have to sell eventually to take advantage of those profits. So I don't understand why it's such a hot take.
Bro, you want to see what happens with people that don't have that, like that don't set a goal for when to sell? Watch Dumb Money, the GME documentary. You ever see that?
No, I mean I've seen the movie.
The movie, like it's called Dumb Money, but the GME people, like they got GameStop stock they bought for price X at 20, 30, 40, 100X.
Oh, stop. No, I did watch that.
Yeah, it's a great little film, and they're like, I'm just gonna keep holding, and they're like, I'm like, well, do you have a? They'd be like, do you have a number where it's like, oh, that's enough to buy a house or a car or pay for my kids' college, and like they don't, you can tell they never even gave it a thought. They're just like, no, I'm just like, it's like it becomes a religion almost.
The Dogecoin millionaire. Remember when they had him on Graham Stephan's
Yeah,
channel?
I watched that.
They urged him to sell, and he's just like, no.
Yeah, they begged him because at that point, it's not about the money; it's religion. Yeah. And it makes sense. I mean, a lot of like.
So you think people are like creating their identities around their Pokemon card collection or investment?
Yeah, I really do. I mean, I've created my identity around the business. Lucky for me, the business makes money. But like people that create their identity around something that doesn't make money, you're cooked. You're gonna be like on Dumb Money on the next movie.
So okay, so a few years ago, I guess you were really still in kind of your grind phase where it was just like balls to the wall. You were doing nothing but eat, sleep, and business. How has your life changed? I mean, obviously you have a kid now, but like even before that, has your life changed a lot? Like, are you taking more time for yourself, do other things, or are you still like that much, in the business working on it? Or is it more of like, you're more of like the strategy now and you have a lot more helping hands now? How is it?
I had like a good little like lazy spree because we got super bougie 6 months ago or so where things were profitable as hell. My brother was full-time. He has his own business. He mows. He's got like a lawn business. And so in the winter time, he doesn't do anything. So he works for me like full time. So for a good several months, I did not have a kid.
You just lost him then.
He works like 20 hours a week now, if that.
I was gonna say April and May. These are the busy months.
It's rough. He comes in when it rains and then like maybe 15 to 20 hours a week. So like I'm kind of grinding again a little bit and I have a kid. So it's like double. So like I'm kind of on my grind shit right now. But there was like a good several months where we didn't have a kid yet. Justin was working full time. I wasn't doing jack shit. I'd get on, I'd make a video, maybe not, put a Facebook ad out there, let it kind of bring in the views automatically. I'd come to the house, and everything's packed, everything's good. All right, see you. I was like that, like asshole suit. That's like, oh, is everything going good? All right, have a good one. And like I'd leave like 20 minutes after I got to the place.
You were a Bob, dude.
I kind of became a Bob and it was great, but then I got bored and I mean shit. Then all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay, you were a Bob and now you're a full-time dad. You lost your 2 employees basically because my other employee's got a full-time job now, which I told him I'd fire him if he didn't get a real job when he graduated college. Because I was like, this isn't your future. Like you're not going to graduate college and then pack Pokemon cards for me. So I'm like, if you don't get a real job, I'm firing you. So he got a real job. He works for me on the weekends now. My cousin works 1 day a week. So like, I'm kind of in a lone mode again. It's hard, bro. Like I'm grinding again.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Back to one of us lowly worker bees.
I know it's rough, but I mean, you hired somebody. Like, are you like kind of vibing now?
Dude, no, dude.
Well, you stream every day.
My life's brutal, dude. My life is brutal. I mean, it helps with the shipping and all that, but I mean, as far as everything else, like I get a little bit of a break, like on some weekend afternoons, but no, pretty much I'm just grinding all day long every day.
I mean, yeah,
it's just from the time I get up to the time I go to bed. Like there's a brief window. Usually I try to have in the afternoon. Sometimes I don't always get though, where I like to get to the gym and I like to like have dinner and sit with my wife and watch something for like 30 minutes, an hour. That's about it. Everything else is pretty much filled up.
That's where I'm at now. I have to choose if I want to go to the gym or watch an episode of The Boys with my wife. And we flip-flop back and forth. But yeah, dude, 2 streams a day sometimes it's insane. That's what you're doing, right?
But I'm just still under that like scarcity mindset where it's just like, dude, I don't know when this is going to cool down. Yeah. And it's just like I just don't want to be sitting there like, kind of like sitting there doing nothing and being like, man, probably should have done a little more when I could have.
Yeah. I mean, because like not to like scare anybody, but like in 2028, we might I'm not saying it's going to go to zero, but we might be in a position where there's not 500 freaking people watching a Pokemon card video on a Friday afternoon. We might not be there anymore in 2028.
Let's take Wilson Mandela's comment. My life is brutal. Talks to a camera. So,
oh boy,
I've done a few things in my life. I mean, I used to train mixed martial arts. I used to fight. So I've been brutally, beat up all the time. Right. I used to do lawn care and landscaping where I was out in the sun all day. And we build like retaining walls where I'd, have to stack 80-pound blocks, like in the 200 of them, shovel gravel. Like I've done some hard freaking jobs. You think if I'm telling you something's brutal, like it might not be as easy as you think. Like, trust me, I've done hard work before. I'm still telling you it's brutal.
Yeah, you've done both. Most of the people in the comments haven't. That's the difference.
Yeah, like trust me, I've been on both ends of it. And it's like, yeah, the physical work, it's physically harder, obviously, but it's not mentally harder. Like staying mentally on for literally like 14 hours a day and constantly, and every time you get up, you wake up to like, tons of emails, messages, deals, problems, and you're dealing with that every single morning. And then you're actually actively working every single day, having to keep it together, like, for what, 3 or 6, anywhere from 3 to 4 hours up to 6 to 8 hours on screen every single day, put out content and keep that going. I mean, I have a Patreon, I have, messages and calls on that all the time. Like there's a lot that obviously brands reach out or businesses reach out. You're trying to like figure out how that works. Like a friend of mine, we're trying to, design a site right now. Like there's just always something going on.
Yeah.
And whereas
all money too.
Well, you work on those physical jobs and it's just like, okay, I got up at, 6 a.m. I went out and worked all day. I'm home at 4. I eat dinner and I'm done. I sit on the couch and I relax and I'm done until the next morning and I have my weekends off. Like, it's not like that.
You nailed it. And no one will understand unless they've like educated themselves on it. Because I've done manual labor shit too. It's like, it's honestly the easiest job in the world. If it's you like you said, you go there, you come home, you get a guaranteed paycheck. You don't even need to try half the time. Like, don't act like y'all go to work and give it your all. Like, come on. You're watching this shit at work. You got your phone out on your desk.
Let me ask you a question. I'll answer it after you. If someone paid you the same amount of money as you're making right now to go do manual labor instead, what would you do?
I like the stress and the pressure, but I would definitely go work. I would definitely go back to my county job doing manual labor to make my money now. I promise you. I
say it all the time. I would go cut lawns again for the same amount of money.
Oh yeah. I worked for the county, man. We'd get home at it sucked, but like, man, we'd get home at 4:00. Done. Don't gotta check. There wasn't even email. I didn't have an email when I worked for the county. There was nothing. Yep. There was no infrastructure. It was just you go there, you do shit, you go home. Easiest gig in the world. We've done both.
I don't think, and I think people like, because there's a lot of hate now on like regular or online hate on regular jobs. It's all about like grinding and entrepreneurship. Dude, that doesn't get talked about enough. Is that like, dude, with a lot of these jobs, when you're off, you're off. Like you are unplugged. Yeah. No one's calling and emailing you. You have your entire nights to yourself. You have your weekends to yourself. If you take a vacation for a week with your family or something, you're off. You're done. You're not trying to do stuff in the mornings on vacations for your business before you go out and do your stuff for that day. Like, it's different, man.
You get paid to take those vacations. You get PTO on those jobs. You get paid. And it's like, and I made a video recently about lenses, like how to look at things. And when we'll say this, people will be like, oh, they're making it seem so easy. But if we trash on the 9 to 5, it's like, oh, you're making us feel like we got the worst of the deal. It's like, you can look at anything positively, negatively. The TLDR is, if I wanted to make $500,000 profit, freaking cutting grass, and I get to go home at 4, yeah, I'd be pretty okay with that. Like
every day of the week.
Every day of the week.
Awaken empty is goal. Send the kid to college and give her a good life, dude. That is a goal. That's a goal right there. Love it, dude. Mitch, what's up, Mitch? Thanks for the super chat, guys. Outperform other assets and not need to work for money, so you have full financial freedom and have some cool cards. Exactly. Facts all day. I think I saw another one too. Is there another one down here? Maybe I missed it. But yeah, dude, it is interesting, like to hear all the different perspectives in the hobby right now. But one thing that's true about Pokemon is a lot of people are making this their full-time income, and the economy of Pokemon continues to grow. What's your thoughts on that? Because obviously, it's one of the questions I wanted to ask you. You're a channel. My channel started out like more of just an investing channel. Your
Mm-hmm.
channel was really business focused and how to, start a business, how to do it with Japanese Pokemon. Now it's all Pokemon. Do you think we're getting to a point where it may get a little too crowded? Do you think it's still the best option for a lot of people to try to make this full-time income? Do you think it's risky? Like, what's your real opinion nowadays trying to get into this?
We're in a really weird time where if people did what I did, I think they could change their life, make a shitload of money, and buy a lake house. The irony is they're going to do what I didn't do. What I did, for all of those who know, is I worked a full-time job. I did not quit that job. I worked a job. I kept it. I did the 9-to-5 grind that all the entrepreneurs hate. People think like I hate the 9-to-5 grind life. They think I hate the idea of having a W-2. Bro, I did both for like a year. And I quit the W-2 and I did Pokemon full-time a year later. And that was probably too early. That was probably reckless. And that was at a time where there was not a lot of competition. I was one of the only places in the US selling Japanese cards, which sounds completely nutty, but there was not a lot of competition in that field. Rip and ships were barely a thing in the Pokemon card world. Whatnot didn't exist yet. Like, now there's competition everywhere. Everyone is trying to kill you. It is cutthroat. We have all the money. You have all the competition. It is brutal out there, which does not mean you should not try. But what too many people are doing in the world I just described is they're like, I'm just going to quit my job and do this full time. And it's like they got a YouTube channel with 6,000 subscribers and a couple cases of Ascended Heroes. You are cooked. You are absolutely screwed. And maybe that's fine. Maybe you had a shitty job you didn't like that you can get right back into when Pokemon fails. Awesome. I highly suggest if you hate your job and it sucks already and you can replace it in an instant, quit your job, do Pokemon, make a shitload of money, go back. But there are people quitting careers right now before they even have any sort of infrastructure. And I think it's the most reckless thing in the world.
I could be butchering this, but I'm pretty sure it was Jeff Bezos. He was like, he worked at some financial firm, right? Like a hedge fund or something. And I think he told like one of his partners or boss about it. And he's telling about Amazon. He's like, I think this is a great idea, but not for you. Because he was like already on track to be super wealthy. And it's like, I agree, dude. It's like, dude, if you're kind of at a dead end job or like don't have a lot going on, probably a great idea. Someone who's got a legit career, great benefits, on track to like, make 6 figures, multiple 6 figures, a lot more difficult of a decision to replace that than it is to replace like, if you're just doing some, odd job here or there.
Yeah, 100%. Shout out DJ's Poke Center in the chat. He has a job where it would be very dumb for him to leave. And he's new to the game. He's doing very well as far as I can tell. He's got a great channel. He seems profitable in the industry. If that dude's not quitting his job, you shouldn't either. If it's a good job. But like the fact that I think he's doing it right. Like he knows he's got a really good thing going full time. He's got benefits and blah, blah, blah. He's making a shitload more money than most of these new people will. And he's still keeping it. Like that's playing it safe.
Okay, so what about you? When you went full time, what was the deciding factor? Like, did you replace your income?
Yeah, I was making more in an afternoon than I did in a week at work.
So that's a good time.
Yeah, I mean, when you're like 7xing your money, because like I'd be in the real estate office looking at my phone, refreshing the screen. This was like Shiny Star V, EV Heroes, like the big sets that really started me off. When I'm refreshing my screen and I sold $12,000 of this shit for a profit of $1,200, and I'm at work I think I was making like $22 an hour. It's like, bro, I make $1,200 a week. Yeah. I did that in an afternoon. I'm quitting.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But again, I'm not working for freaking JP Morgan. I don't have a career. I don't have a lot of benefits. Like it was a job.
Yeah.
And I didn't have anyone. I didn't have anyone relying on me. Like my wife. Were we married yet? Yeah, we were married. But like she doesn't need my money. Like it's cheap here. She's a teacher. Yeah, they don't make a lot of money, but they can afford a house in Omaha. So like if we can have a kid, that's another thing. It's like you got to look at like your lifestyle. Like if you don't have a kid or like a spouse you need to support, just F it, do it, go for it, try. But like, man, don't put someone else at risk.
Yeah. Yeah, just be realistic about the risk, and be realistic about if it doesn't work, like how hard is it for you to get back into what you're doing. Like with me, I was nowhere near replacing my income, but you know, I had been in and out of a lot of different businesses, so I was used to entrepreneurship. And the business I was in at the time, I was just doing sales. And you know, a lot of people know how sales is. Like once you're, you know, if you're good at sales, once you're in a sales job, it's very easy to go get another sales job or go back in. And so it was like one of those things where it's like, well, I'm going to take the jump now. We're going to try this for a year or two, see if I can make it work. If not, I can always go get another sales job or start something else. And like Brian said, no kids, you know, just me and my wife. She had a solid job. Like realistically, she could have just took care of the bills. If I made absolutely $0, we just wouldn't be saving a lot. And so like that situation made sense. So yeah, I mean, man, jumping in though, Pokemon right now, where like you're the main breadwinner, where you have to make X amount of dollars every month, and you're kind of like barely making that as it is with Pokemon. I don't know if that's the right move right now, because we're in a very, very easy market, and eventually money will get hard to make again. And that's going to be a deciding factor for a lot of people.
And it's a high buy-in right now. Like if you want to start it, like when I started my business, I could get Shiny Star V for like $60 and sell it for 90. The newest Japanese that ain't $60 anymore. Like, I mean, you're in trouble no matter what. Yeah, if you do Chinese, you want to start a new Pokemon card business, do Chinese, you're buying a $40 box maybe.
Reach out, tactical trading.
Tactical trading, baby. Retrospects. Right. Both of them. I buy from both. But yeah, it's like the buy-in is so much more expensive, and with the fluctuation, it's like you could just screw yourself with one market shift, and then you're done. And if you put it on credit like I did, like I built my business on credit cards, not smart, it could ruin your whole entire life. I think
about it all the time, dude. Like this is gonna happen. It's gonna suck. Like, but everyone needs to kind of be ready for it and like, you know, just shore up cash and understand. But eventually, there's gonna come a time where the market does shift a little. And I'm not saying crash, guys. Don't say crash. Say it shifts 10%. You're a vendor. You shut down your store on Saturday or Sunday, whatever, right? You don't have another show for 2 weeks. In that 2 weeks, market shifts down 10, 15%. All your inventory is now no profit. So now you're moving all that inventory for very little, if any, profit on a lot of it, right? Just get out of it to get cash back. You're not making money though. So how are you paying your bills?
God, that's a really good point. I didn't think about the interim between conventions, because most people don't have online stores.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, little things like that happen. Or like, you know, if like the markets ever catch up with distro, and I know we all think about Pokemon as distro, but it's like every card game, Magic, you know, One Piece, all these card games, market shifts at some point. There's not a lot of profit on the sealed product all of a sudden. And, you know, you got a ton of it coming, and you need the cash flow, and you have to start dumping. Like, you know, there's a lot of little stuff like that. Dude, even like shipping can be crazy. Like if you make a collection buy and like for some reason, maybe it happens in winter and weather happens and you don't get the collection for like a week and a half or something. And then all of a sudden you get it and your margin went from like this to this. And you're just like, wow, now I'm doing all this work for nothing. And then you can't even sell it. It's not moving. So you're having to just take a little off, and you're making no money now. And now you didn't make any money for this 2 weeks. And you got stuff like it happens in this hobby. And so I would be pretty cash heavy if you're going to get into this business, you know, in case some of these little things happen, you got to kind of maneuver around it.
Yeah. If you truly want to, like, if you have some people that need you, and you have like a mortgage that needs you, if you get into this with less than 50 grand cash, I think you're playing like a little bit risk. You're playing a little risky.
So someone in the super chat just said, look up the 151 UPC.
Ooh, I have a bunch of those.
Do you?
Let's see. I got a ton of 151 everything, man.
Looks like there's one seller left, a 6 sale seller at 990, but then it jumps to 1200. So it looks like it's back to 12, maybe. Back to 12. We'll take it.
I think the Elite Trainer box like went up like a whole lot in the last couple days.
Awakened. Thanks for the super chat, brother. I worked 2 jobs, flipped 10K Poke to 30K in 2 months. Gotta love it, dude.
Damn.
You gotta love this market. You gotta love this market.
The 151 ETB is hilarious. It's $445 plus $200 shipping. That's the buy box.
Dude, it's getting so goofy. What do you think is the future of all this TCG player like manipulation?
I just don't feel like they have any motivation to stop it. Like, what's people have this weird I guess this is another use of my term audacity. People have this weird thing where they go to Target, for example, and they're like pissed off when the employee doesn't like make sure they get their 2 ETBs. And it's like, bruh, the employee's making like $12 an hour. She doesn't even know what Pokemon is. She doesn't give a shit about you, and she has no reason to. And so it's those same people look at TCG Player, they're like, oh, people are using this website for evil. This shouldn't be allowed. I'm like, okay, go build a website then. Go spend, it probably costs $500,000 a month to maintain this website. Go do that. Make a fair one. Like, nothing's going to change. There we go. I'm being negative. I guess I'm being negative. If negative means real, it's just it's not going to change. They have no reason to change it. Even like Walmart with the bots. Like everyone's like, oh, Walmart should fix the botting problem. Like they don't give a shit. They're getting the money. They don't care. They'll pretend to fix it, but like they don't care. And here's why they don't care. Here's why Pokemon Center, Walmart, all these. Here's why they don't give a shit. Because this whole crazy thing has been going on for like 2 years, and Walmart's been around for probably 90. They don't care. In a year, it's going to be different.
Someone came in one of my random pack nights before when I do like random packs, and I only have a certain amount of packs available, right?
Yeah.
And they were asking me like, because someone bought like it was like there was I don't know 100 and something left, and someone bought all the rest of them out, and they're like, Alex, do you have any plans to like stop this in the future? I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Stop a customer from buying my product? Like, what are you talking about? Like, why would I stop that? Like, are you going to buy the 100 and something packs?
Yeah, like, oh, you're only going to buy one probably, and then
right.
You're going to like, come on, it's audacity.
Yeah, like, why would I do that? Like, yeah, it is weird, but like, we're so negative, dude. I really don't feel like I'm negative. I'm trying to be honest. I'm trying to help people, like, I don't know, make smart decisions in their lives, make smart decisions in the hobby. Very bullish. And we just told you at the beginning of the stream, we both bought hundreds of ETBs of Prismatic Evolutions. We talked about how we're working in our business every day, ways to do things, and there's ways to go just like head first, balls deep without thinking. And, you know, usually those people get slaughtered.
Yeah, you have to work hard to go balls deep into something. I think that's the problem with YouTube is they see us buying hundreds of freaking Prismatic ETBs from Retro, and they're like, oh, I should do that. That's a good idea. And I'm like, bro, probably not. And it wasn't a good idea for, like, if I did this in 2022, if I bought 500 boxes of Shiny Star V from Retro in 2022, like, probably not a good idea. I tried that with $30,000 of it, and I almost went bankrupt. Like, you gotta earn your spot. And the people who do their thing now, and then we're gonna get to a bear market at some point. The people that grind to the bear market, in the next bull market, they could buy 500 ETBs from Retro. So you gotta wait. You gotta like put your 5 years in. It's 5 years. That's how long it takes.
Card Father, 1 full year membership, dude. Appreciate you, man.
Hey.
Thanks for sticking with us, dude. What else, you guys? Hey, if you guys have any questions, throw a question before your comment. I'll be able to find them easier. Throw it in the comment section. Put question. I'll be able to take them.
You gotta throw Wilson on there. He's like, well, you're not buying from the secondary market. Like, bro, Retro is the secondary market. You can hit him up right now.
All right, actually, where's Wilson? Where's he at?
That's like the newest comment.
All right, perfect. All right, so I got asked about this in a different live stream, and I answered it just absolutely as real as can get. Someone asked me, what is my opinion on how, how to buy products with all the botting going on? And I said very clearly, very simple. I buy from the botters. Very simple. I buy from the people who bot. So the bots go on the sites. They get all the product. They go, hey, Alex, do you want 500 collection boxes of Ascended Heroes? I'll give them to you at this price. And I say, sure, if I take them all, can I get it for this price? They say, sure, if you want to take them all. And I take them.
Yeah, I've done it. I've played the game too.
And they sell a little bit under market because they got it at MSRP, so they make a margin. And then I sell it at market, so I make a margin. And everyone operates. That's the truth. That's
the game, baby. Yeah, we don't have, like, they're like, oh, well, you got Prismatic ETBs from Southern Hobby for $30. I'm like, bruh, no, that's not how it works.
Guys, my distribution allocations is gone in like one stream.
Yeah, probably.
So how do I supply the rest of my rip and ship streams? The distro doesn't have anymore. I go to the open market. Like, and then you're like, well, then how do you get deals? Because I buy more quantity. It's how, like, every single business in the world is like this. Why do you go to your local grocery store and they have higher prices than Walmart? Because Walmart buys higher quantities.
Buy more shit.
It's I don't know, dude. I don't know how to help people.
Well, and then, he asked another question. It's a good question. He's like, so you're saying having built up the rep? No, I mean, yeah, you meet more people, but like everyone that we've shouted out today, you can literally hit them up and they'll sell to you. They're not like, oh, I like Brian more. Like, they'll give you the same exact deal. They put it on their Instagram stories. We ain't special.
Yep.
It's big. People don't care about who you are. They just want your money.
Now, I will say, like, people will work with you more if you're willing to take more. If someone says,
Right.
if someone says, I have 1,000 2-pack blisters of Ascended Heroes, you're like, hey, can I get 20? And I'm like, well, I'll just take all 1,000. They'll be like, yeah, I'm just going to sell to him.
Yeah,
because it makes sense for them. It's not that they don't want to sell to you. It's just that they don't want to ship to 10 different people. They just want to sell it all to one person.
Yeah, they care. They want your money, not you. Like,
yeah, it's not, nothing's gate kept. It's just, everything goes to the best bidder and the most like easy transaction. It's all it is. And everyone else is complaining about the scalpers and the batters. Me and Brian are just like, okay, we'll just buy it and sell it for market. Like,
it's part of the game. You got it. It's a pivot. It's back to pivoting.
Oh, here we go. I love this one. What's your opinion on the acrylic case for displaying ETBs, booster bundles, booster boxes? How much do you rip and ship care about minor dings in those products I mentioned above? How much do rip and ships care? Rip and ships don't care, but
no, I don't give a shit.
Dude, I'm full on board with Rudy Alpha Investments take. If anyone saw that, dude, I think it is the most nonsensical thing happening in this hobby. I'm going to throw graded guards into that. I'm going to throw any acrylic protector. It's all nonsense. Here's all you need. Here is all you need. Climate controlled area. If you need a dehumidifier because you got high humidity, get one of those. Keep it out of direct sunlight. And then if you have children, keep it out of their reach. That's it. Yeah. You can just get any old shelf, put it there, out of sunlight, no humidity, climate controlled. You're good. Everything else is nonsense. Here, instead of spending hundreds and thousands of dollars on acrylics, go get a couple more of the products. That's what you should be doing.
Yes, I agree. The proof's in the pudding. Like all the fancy boxes, like on the Pokemon Network's table, the base set first edition, fossil first edition, that shit wasn't in no acrylic case for 30 years. Like now it is because it's worth $1 gajillion. But like that shit survived just fine. You're good. I like them for shipping. If it's super bougie stuff, I'll buy acrylic. Like I ship Evolving Skies boxes out. I'll throw it in an acrylic case because it's $10 and I can ship it feeling pretty secure. But yeah, if it's not for business purposes, I don't know.
Yeah, and then dude, the graded guard market. I mean, dude, what a hack that company
figured out.
They got all of you to believe some little gummy piece of material is valuable because it has different colors. Those guys are marketing geniuses, and anyone who is buying into that is just, I feel for society.
Oh yeah, they're suckers. But God, major love to Min and the team. Like marketing brilliance. I talk to them on the conventions I go to, and I'm just like, it's the same piece of plastic painted a different color.
That's all it is.
Yeah,
I love it. I mean, dude. Again, hats off to them. You don't hate the player, you hate the game.
Oh, he's a genius. Yeah, this is the most don't hate the player, hate the game thing in the hobby.
Absolutely.
Graded guard. It's brilliant.
I love it.
I love it. Yeah, that's great. I wish I thought of it.
I mean, I won't be a customer. I'm an admirer, though.
Yeah, same. I wish I thought of it. Honestly, it's brilliant.
With all the scalping and botting, this is why many people are praying for major correction, not just in product, but also the economy. No one is motivated to scalp. No one will be motivated to scalp, and many won't be buying. I agree. Dude, me too. You don't think I'm praying for that? You don't think I would love for people? Brian can contest to this. He used to do rip and ships. He sells. Life would be extremely easier if everything would go back to product being available and everything selling for MSRP. You're going to say, well, all rip and ships will collapse. No, they won't, because you'll be able to buy product and still make a margin on it, and you'll sell more of it because the prices will draw in more customers because it'll be more affordable.
Yes, music to my ears. This is so true.
It's that easy. Dude, I would much rather, guys, we was talked about when I started doing rip and ships, when Brian was doing rip and ships even before that, packs used to cost $4 or $5.
Yeah, it was great.
That's what I
Korean
sold
packs
them
were
for.
like it's 85 cents. Korean
Why can't you
packs. I
sell
was
them for
selling
that
for
now?
3.
Because I don't have these big giant distribution things. I get them from botters that are already marked up. I make a small margin.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's my people don't understand margin, man. I would love it if everything crashed and I could get stuff for pennies on the dollar and sell it for pennies on the dollar.
Yeah.
I mean, if you make $1 a million times, you got $1 million. I'd rather have that than trying to get like all this huge money a handful of times, because like people don't have $300 to spend on a booster box. They just don't have it. A lot of people don't. It was way better. Everyone's got 120 though in this hobby. If I could buy at 90 and sell for 120 and I can do that 1,000,000 times, I'm rich.
Plus without getting hate for it.
Yeah, and I get love for it. It's even better. Trust, I'd love it to go back.
Normal people used to have a decent stand of getting drops. Now it's only bots, unfortunately. Yes and no. When normal people had a chance to buy them, normal people did not buy them. And you know how I know that is because you used to go to Walmart and Target and you go there one week and the same products would be sitting there the next week. Maybe one would be gone. Pokemon Center used to have Sword and Shield sets sitting on there for years without selling. Everyone had a chance to buy them for years and nobody wanted them. The only reason people want to buy from the sites now is because people want them because they know they're worth more than they are on the market.
I can't wait for Perfect Order to have some crazy run up and people all decide that Zygarde's actually dope.
What chance do you give that?
High, because it happens every time. Shrouded Fable is to me that is the golden grail of irony, because like we got Southern Hobby, no one wanted Shrouded Fable for my distro. Like nobody wanted it. They gave me a shitload of the Greninja, Kingdra boxes and ETBs. No one wanted any of this shit. Everyone on YouTube hated it. No one wanted it. And
that's crazy because I remember people did want those Greninja Kingdra ones.
They sold well, but like not for any over MSRP. I had them under MSRP.
Okay. I mean, the ETBs were dead out the gate.
ETBs were complete trash. Yeah. The Kingdra and the Greninja, they sold well, but like not at MSRP. Because I had them at MSRP for a while and they'd sell here and there. And then I'm like, 10% off, 20% off, whatever. Now, I mean, those things I think have like damn near 10x. Am I wrong? Aren't they obnoxiously expensive?
With the boxes?
The Kingdra and Greninja boxes. Did they 10x or am I high?
Dude, hold on. You could be right. Those things have went parabolic.
Okay, they're $150.
Well, no, the Greninja's 200.
Okay, so yeah, we were selling them for 20, if that. Like this was a
great
meme.
Promo.
Yeah, I mean maybe that's it. Even the ETB, it's like we couldn't get rid of those for shit, and that's $112.
Yeah, everything.
You know what I'm saying?
Pokemon goes up to like 130, 140. Everything runs eventually.
Yeah, so I'm not saying Perfect Order ETBs are like a killer investment, but it's just like they're going to be 112 too if everything continues the way it is, and people will decide why that makes sense. They'll be like, oh well, yeah, Zygarde's actually represents the military, like they'll justify it. Like someone can look at $112 Shrouded Fable and be like, oh well, actually Pheasant Dippity's kind of dope. Like it's gonna happen in Perfect Order. That's available like at Target right now at my street. You can buy Perfect Order all day long, but no one wants it. But they will.
Well, dude, it's like it's like buying a car, right? You know, they'll have all the base colors of cars and there'll be one price. And then they'll have like upgraded paints or upgraded this and there'll be more. And it's just like, well, I want that for that price. You know, it's like, well, I want the best sets for the cheapest price. It's like, what? Like, what are we talking about? You can have all the cheap sets for cheap prices. The other ones are going to cost more because more people want them. There's more value. It's like, I don't understand why it's a hard concept. I don't get it.
Everyone grew up in a very capitalistic nation, but thinks that money doesn't run the world. It's very strange.
Maybe some people didn't grow up here, so to them, sorry. Anyone that did grow up in America, I don't get it. I just pay marketer close. Sadly, I don't have the time to hunt the internet 4 hours. Understandable.
Yeah, very valid.
Understandable, man. Let's see what we got going on here. Hey, Christy Holtz is in here.
Oh, nice.
Thanks for giving up your time, guys. Can we start a petition for Brian to bring back business content, please? Also, would love both your takes on Sword and Shield right now. Christy, you know what? You should hop on a stream and give us your takes on Sword and Shield. I've tried to get her to come on streams, but she doesn't want to right now.
Does she not do lives?
I don't think so. I mean, unless maybe it's not with me. No, I don't know. No, I don't think she does lives. But love your takes on Sword and Shield right now. Well, obviously there's buyouts going on with the Fusion Strike and Lost Origin. Look, I've already put it on the line, and I may look like the biggest idiot in the world, and that's okay. I make mistakes. But I've said it for, I don't know, probably months now. I believe Scarlet Violet era as a whole is going to see larger percentage gains in the next couple of years than Sword and Shield era as a whole. Will there be outliers? Sure, but we'll see. I truly just think I like Scarlet Violet more. If I were to go Sword and Shield, which I did, I made a lot of purchases late last year. It was Fusion Strike and Evolving Skies. I didn't go heavy on Lost Origin or any of the other sets, but I do have Fusion Strike and Evolving Skies pretty heavy, and I like those two sets.
Yeah. I'm pissed off I sold some of my Lost Origin because now they're 825 on TCG Player.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really necessarily look at this is probably going to be a hot take. I don't know. I think the concept of looking at eras as investable is dumb. Because like time passes either way. And if you summed up Sword Shield era, you're going to pick 3 sets. Just like if you summed up Scarlet Violet era, you're going to pick 3 sets. And like, to me, it just makes more sense to compare those 6 sets. Like, who gives a shit if it's Sword and Shield era?
Yeah.
Like, why does it matter? Like, Lost Origin, right. Fusion Strike, Evolving Skies. That's all I'm looking at. Because, like, the era as a whole, it's like, well, what else is in there? There's some shit sets in there. Astral Radiance is in there, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you could kick it down to maybe Brilliant,
Scarlet Violet.
Brilliant and Chilling. You could kick it down to. I mean, I know people are still looking at Crown, Celebrations. Like, there's a lot of sets that could do well. It's just, I don't know. I guess my problem is I think I've been tainted by the Rip and Ship.
That'll do it.
Sword and Shield is so brutal. It is the most unfun era to ever rip in your entire life. And then you move to, like, you know, besides Crown Zenith, you know, GOAT. But then you move into Scarlet Violet and now Mega Evolution pull rates, and it's entirely different. Like, you actually get things out of the pack. And what's cool about Scarlet Violet Mega Evolution is a lot of the sets, except like Phantasmal, and there's some sets here and there, a lot of them are much deeper. Meaning you have, like, you know, 5-10 cards that have some value. With Sword and Shield, like, all the values at the very top, and those cards are like impossible to hit. And so what you end up usually getting is barely any value out of the 10 packs you open that are all now very expensive. And so it's kind of giving me a different perspective where I'm like, well, man, all these other sets are so much more fun to open. Aren't they just going to get ripped to oblivion and eventually run, you know, out of this world? I don't know.
Yeah, the Rip and Ship gives that's definitely a whole different perspective.
I just see people get wrecked on Sword and Shield, man.
But like, do you think that? Do you really think that matters? Honestly, because like
I think chasing, so obviously not enough because people keep trying, but
like from like an investability standpoint, like, do you think it matters? Because like I can't imagine most investors even do Rip and Ships.
Doesn't matter. It only matters from a supply perspective. You know, like, yeah. If there's a lot less supply in the future, but then it goes back to the point. Well, okay, well, how much of these are booster boxes being ripped for the supply? And again, not a lot. It's other products. So
right.
It is hard to think about, man.
Yeah, I can't imagine it matters all that much for the booster boxes.
I know. Well, now no one's ripping booster boxes because everyone knows they don't reprint them, right?
Right. They know not to. It's like back in the day, I was like, shit, when I was doing Rip and Ships, it was like the most cost-effective way to get packs. I opened booster boxes because it was convenient. I'm like, I don't want to take apart that EX box. I can get 30 Fusion Strike packs right here, 36 right here. Oh, exactly. Oh, how I wish I could go back.
Oh, you got?
Oh, it's my real estate guy.
Are we talking about that? We're not talking about that.
Nah, probably not.
All right.
If you saw me pull my phone out, I took a picture of a comment that wants me to go to Target and take a picture of perfect order. So I got to make a video on that today now.
Nice. Let's talk about where are you guys plan on being in business in the next 20? Oh, wait, no. Where do you guys plan on being with your business in 10 to 20 years?
Bro, that's a long time, man. Hopefully retired, honestly.
I was gonna say probably not here.
No. I'll be a YouTuber, but like I'm not trying to be packaging shit or managing employees in 10 years.
I'll probably have sold out to the Timmy man by then.
Yeah. I'm done. I'm riding in the sunset in 10 years, to be honest. I'm not trying to grow any bigger, really. I mean,
put it this way, like I think something terrible would have to happen to be doing this in 10 years.
That sounds so negative, but it's so true.
Like here, maybe I'll be making videos and having fun with YouTube and you guys.
Yeah.
And like I'll be doing stuff, but like as far as like the day-to-day grind, I couldn't see doing that. Like, I won't be buying and selling collections. I won't be I won't be doing that.
I think 10 years is a perfect amount of time because like 10 years ago, I was going to concerts. I went to festivals. I'd like camp out. I'd make sure I was in the pit for like 12 hours so I'd get front row for the headliner. That was 10 years ago. I was like 22, 23. And I was poor as hell. I had no money. And when I was 22, 23, and I spent my entire net worth to see Eminem, I'm like, man, one day I'm going to be rich and I'm going to do this all the time. I'm 33 now. I went to a metal concert. I saw Avenged Sevenfold, Breaking Benjamin, all those.
Yeah.
It fucking sucked, bro. I was there. It was hot. I was exhausted. People were punching and kicking. The mosh pit was there.
Oh, you were down in the pit?
Yeah, because that's what I said. When I was 22 and broke.
In your 30s.
Well, I know, but I thought I would love that. I thought like I'm going to go to every concert, every band. I'm going to travel the country.
Break a hip, man.
I know that, but that's the equivalent. Like I'm like, if you ask 22-year-old me 10 years from now, when you're rich, aren't you going to be doing this every day? I'd be like, hell yeah, bro. Now I'm like, yeah, man, I'll watch Eminem on TV. Like I'll watch a YouTube video. Like 10 years, shit changes. So I'm not going to make that mistake again. I'm not going to be grinding in the mosh pit of Pokemon in 10 years. I'm going to have a YouTube channel probably. I'll do it for fun, but I am not grinding in 10 years.
She said, that's fair. I know that you made some timely plays on Sword and Shield alts. They're moving now. What's your thoughts on that? Also, Brian's business content, please. Yeah, I mean, I auctioned off some of my alt arts with Arizona TCG. Still have some. And yeah, I mean, everything's, I think I didn't go as heavy in the Sword and Shield alt arts as I did as some of the Scarlet Violet era illustrations and like promos. So, and again, all my single plays are not heavy. Like we're talking, I don't know, like $20,000 are in singles. Like it's not, again, relative to the rest of I have. Like if you had told me $20,000 3 years ago, I'd be like, holy crap, what am I doing?
It's funny how that sounds, isn't it? It's just wild. You just add a zero every 5 years or so, right?
And then there's some people out there that are going like 200,000 into something. They're just like, yeah, small position.
Yeah, they're buying $20,000 cards.
Exactly, dude. Let's talk about that. What is happening with that? The valuation of cards has exploded so high, and people are throwing them around like they're like $10 bills.
If it's not money laundering, it pisses me off. It's just stupid. Like it better be money laundering at that point.
You will never feel more poor in life than this hobby.
Yeah, 130 million%. Like I feel broke as hell watching vending content.
Yeah,
and I'm doing good. Like I feel broke as shit though. I watched some dude. It was like this black label Sylveon. It must have been something special, but it was like, oh, last comps were $30,000. I'm like, what is that? If it's a Poncho Pikachu, I know what it is, but like, what? Bro, it's crazy.
And then there was someone that owned that. There was someone that sold that and paid for it. Like it's crazy, man.
Yeah. And like they all think they did a smart thing. Oh, yeah, that was a good sale. That was a good purchase. The guy before, like, that all made sense to all those people. I'd be shitting my pants if I had a $30,000 card in my hand. I mean, if it goes up or down 10%, it's like, geez, that's $3,000 one way or the other.
Especially, dude. And you know what? What's funny to me is then you take it one step further and you're like, okay, some of these vintage cards, pieces of history. Then you see some of these modern black labels. going for like 60 grand. You're like, dude, that card's brand new. Just because
That's what I'm
the black
saying.
label, it's 60 grand. It's raw. It's 100.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like if the $60,000 Black Flame Charizard thing, if that's not money laundering, that pisses me off. That's just stupid.
Me off.
Like
Hey,
it's gotta be.
Brokey NE, baby.
I'm just living my name, man.
That's
just stupid.
Spencer, working full time in my business, mostly selling singles via eBay, 15K per month. Nice, 25% margin. Worth considering my own website or just moving via eBay. Been watching you guys for both for 3 years.
Solid
The
numbers.
thing with eBay, man, they're not going to talk to you until you're over $1 million a year. Like you're not going to get eBay contracts so you're like well over $1 million a year. So you're going to be paying full eBay fees if you grow there. Brian always likes his own website.
Yeah, I mean for singles, like I've never made a website dedicated to singles. Unless you got some bougie stuff, I would probably stick with eBay for normie cards. But yeah, if your thing was like I sell black label cards to money launderers, like I would start my own website and like that's my niche. But if you're selling like $30, I'd just stick to eBay.
That's your thing. Think about that. Your thing is to sell to money launderers. That's just my thing.
It's probably someone's thing, genuinely. Like that's like they're watching you do rips on YouTube. They're watching me do sealed on YouTube. And they're like, oh, these freaking poor ass idiots. Like, I just sell the money launderers. Look at the six. Like, there's someone out there is watching this, and that's their job. Guarantee it. There's 544 very relevant people in your chat. Someone out there is watching this. And if you're there, DM one of us because I'd love to interview you. But that's someone's job. That's it. That's all they do.
Yeah. One thing I will say about that, Spencer, people get very fee sensitive, like, and mostly the people that you hear about that on like Reddits or comment sections on YouTube, they're people who are like moving, very, very small amounts of product, talking about how good they do on Facebook Marketplace or like a Discord or Instagram. And there's some large sellers out there, but a lot of people who sell large, either it's their own website or it's eBay TCG Player. Like there's a lot of large scale companies that move millions of dollars through eBay and TCG Player. So you can do just fine there, man. I mean, why can't you do both? A website's not that expensive. So try it out. You don't have to like get off eBay. You just try it with some inventory, see how it does. You can start trying to transfer over. I don't think you need to quit cold turkey. I would keep your eBay thing going and maybe try to like little by little transition, see if it works. If not, just pay for 1 year of the website. You can cut it off after a year. It's a very small investment. Maybe do that.
I think that's great advice. Throw a business card in with your eBay sales and just keep all the expensive ones for your site. Money laundering or not, just like anything over like $200, just keep for your site.
The money laundering's wild.
Dude, it's modern art, bro. It's way easier.
Drewski, what's up, dude? The $199 super chat. We are so incredibly live. Good to see you two together. Hey man, when I saw Brian was making content again, I'm like, dude, we gonna do this? I figured he'd be MIA for longer with the baby now.
Yeah, I probably should be, but I love it. I love it here.
Alex could retire now. I just think he's taking advantage of the opportunity. I could definitely not retire now. Maybe if I moved to like Philippines.
I mean, you could if you really altered your life, I suppose. Moving to the Philippines, for example.
I moved to Thailand, I think I'd make it.
Thailand, you could definitely make it. My aunt and uncle went there. It's cheap, man, and it's nice.
They like moved there?
No, they stayed there for like a month and a half. And they're bougie, but dude, it's cheap as hell. The food's cheap as hell, but it's so much nicer than the U.S.
Really?
Yeah, if you go there with U.S. money, you're gonna do well there.
Why is it so much nicer than the U.S.?
It's just
like okay.
I guess it depends on what. Okay, you know what?
We live in the Midwest, so like I think you probably have to compare it to like at least the coastal area.
I was gonna say it's tricky because when I think of the U.S., even though I live in Omaha, yeah, it's just like just the culture is just more respectable. Like they're not the type of culture that like steals your freaking phone when you're not looking. They don't throw shit on the ground. It's just like clean and it's a cultural thing. That's why everyone simps for Japan. It's kind of the same concept, but Japan's expensive. Thailand's really cheap.
Yeah,
it's like Japan, but affordable. And if you go there with like 500 grand USD, like you're living good, like really good.
Thailand it is. Let's go.
Yeah.
We're gonna live off Brian's rap game. It's Eminem level. Dude, when's your album coming out, by the way?
Shit, man. I should have kept it going longer. I could have at least gotten like an EP. I don't know.
Dude, Barboach to the moon, baby.
Barboach to the moon. I still, to this day, people still send me Barboach cards to sign.
Thoughts on Earn Collect's strategy of prioritizing flipping in these booms versus just investing? I think a scale risk reward and time to scale still points to just holding sealed. It's 100% a capital thing. I think you reach a point where you putting more capital into inventory just doesn't make sense. And, you know, holding capital, like after you have enough inventory to run your business at the levels that it's running, I guess you could always say, well, you could do more advertising and move more, maybe. But I feel like after your business is operating smoothly, you've got cash in the bank for deals and you have extra cash on top of that. I think that's when investing still makes sense. But if it's a capital issue where it's like, well, do I only have this much capital? I can either do A or B. Then yeah, I mean, flipping is always going to make you more than investing.
Yeah. Yeah. And I've said it in a million videos now. People like Earn and us and all of you watching this again Friday at 3 p.m. You're like here probably enough to where like you're not passively investing. Like you think you are, but like you're actively putting several hours a week into this. So if you're going to actively spend several hours a week watching this live stream, you might as well actively flip when it makes sense. You're not fooling anybody. None of y'all are passively investing if you're here right now.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, you don't go on Discord, do you?
I don't F with Discord, man. I don't get it.
Dude, Discord is scary, man. You go to like one of my Discords, you go to like Eli's Discord, dude, these people are animals. Like they are just nonstop on the grind. They know every play, every TCG, every product, every drop. They're making plays here, making plays there. Dude, it's to the point where I'm just like, dude, I don't even know. Like, and you guys have jobs? Like, dude, I do not know. Like the people right now in this hobby, they are so freaking engaged that it blows my mind. Like they're always buying, they're always doing something. They're always finding this new play, this new card, this new grade, this new TCG, and it's just, dude, it'll like overtake you, man.
It sounds miserable. It sounds like they're working harder than we are, and they're probably not necessarily doing as well.
Maybe they are. I don't know. Like it scares me, like how deep the like what do you call it? The optimization goes at this point. People are finding. But yeah, I actually agree with everything Brian said. Like anyone here in this channel or his channel, watching Earn, you're not
actually
engaged.
Passively investing.
Yeah, you guys are probably doing a lot. I think you're fine. Let's see. Christy holds another super chat. Appreciate you, Christy. Thank you for everything you both do for the hobby. A beer each on me.
That's nice.
You traveling overseas anytime soon, Brian? You got a beer waiting for you.
All right, I love it. Appreciate that. Get my passport here. I'm so uncultured. I don't know a freaking passport, man.
I think Earn isn't really that much of like, he's not really made investing content though. Like he's always been more of like business flipping.
Yeah, right? he's a chill dude. He has like car videos. I listen to him occasionally, and he's never said anything where I'm like, what the is he talking about? Like,
well, he used to be my Patreon, then he left, you know, so screw Earn. No.
Oh, cancel Earn.
No, I don't know. But he was on one of the Patreon calls one month, and yeah, I mean, it sounds like he's just grinding, making plays. I mean, running business, like, but I don't think he's ever been like hardcore like investor. He's just a hobbyist.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So I don't know if he's like telling people like not to invest. I think his model is just more flipping.
He seems like a pretty level-headed dude.
Yeah. Neo Revelations, the best box to open right now based on the price for PSA 10 slabs. I'd be ripping Neo Rev right now for sure. For sure. How are all those high-end sales do? You pretty much sold all those high-end boxes you bought?
See, that's the thing that like makes me feel poor too, because I feel like they're high-end, but like, bro, you compare them to the real vintage shit, they ain't nothing. But I've got a couple of them left. I mean, got like Unified Minds, Cosmic Eclipse.
Well, what about like those black and white era boxes?
Those are high end, I suppose. I've had those for a bit. Next Destinies and Plasma
they're in the 5 figures.
Yeah, it depends on like who you ask though, because there's no market that's like you can just look at. Like there's people on eBay that want 30K for Next Destinies. They ain't gonna get that. But like that's my data point. I'm like, oh, if I'm under 30K, I'm under market as far as I can see. But yeah, you go to those Discords you were talking about, the Facebook groups, the elite forums, it's like it's a whole different world in there. And honestly, I have no interest in playing in that world. I'm never buying like a high end box again. I don't F with it.
Just reach out to Pokey Plumber. He'll buy it.
I mean, he probably would.
Dude, the stuff he's stacking these days, you probably have a good opportunity to sell.
Oh, his channel stresses me out. Like he's got these boxes that I've never even heard of. I have to like Google them to be like,
I've never heard of.
Well, dude, I played Diamond and Pearl on the DS with my buddies. Like we love Diamond and Pearl, but we didn't buy the card. The trading card game was lame when we were playing Diamond and Pearl on the DS, you know?
Yeah.
He's got these, you know, Platinum Arceus and this Diamond and Pearl. And I'm looking at that shit. I'm like, bro, I couldn't tell you if that was 10, 20, 50, 100, or $200,000.
Yeah.
Shit stresses me out, man. I'll never buy that.
Prices.
It's whatever he decides it is. Like if him or the other big elite people were like, oh yeah, this is $80,000, like someone would probably be like, oh, that makes sense, and just pay for it.
Yeah, that's the scary part too. Like you said, there's no market for these things. It's just whatever. I mean, dude, it's kind of it kind of gets bad, dude. It kind of gets, you start thinking about it, and you're just like, well, if you and all you kind of know everyone in the hobby at this point, and it's like you tell all your buddies, tell them it's worth this. He reaches out, hey, do you know anything about this box? Oh yeah, it's $30,000 box. Hey, do you know anything about this? Yeah, it's about a $35,000 box. Yeah, sounds like a $30,000 box. I'll take it. All right.
Yeah, they're all in the same Discord. They're all in the same forums. It's all the same group. It's like this little tiny echo chamber that probably does do that. Don't hit the player, hit the game.
It's where the whole cabal thing came from. It's like nobody wanted to hear it back then, but like now more people like understand that's kind of how it works. It's like, dude, all the highest net worth individuals in the hobby know each other, and they all like run plays by each other. They all run price points by each other. They kind of like, everyone kind of protects the value of their item, so to say. And
that's really fascinating.
Yeah. And so it's like, I don't know why it was such a hot topic when I used to discuss it, but like, it's just kind of like the non-spoken thing that everyone just kind of knows.
And it's like, it's weird because that's a part of the hobby that makes exponentially more than my silly store, your silly rip and shit. Like, and no one knows who they are.
Nope.
The Cabal is the perfect title. Pokey Plumber is the closest we get to the public just because of his bougie stuff. He's got bougie shit. But what's your opinion on this? Because I was asking Pokey Prophet about this the other day. Isn't it bizarre to you that you can like go to any convention, any Collecticon, and get like a Fossil, a Jungle, a Team Rocket, blah blah, like the original 5 WotC boxes or however many there are, but you can't find something that's 15 years newer?
Right?
Isn't that weird? Like, I get it. Oh well, Pokemon. A lot of people loved Fossils, so they printed a shitload of them. But like, bro, they must have been doing pretty okay when Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, like they must have been doing well at that time. And even if they printed less Fire Red and Leaf Green booster boxes than Fossil, it's still like 20 years newer. So like in my brain, I would think, oh, okay, there's less of these, but they were around 15 years later. I would think that like
first edition Jungle and Fossil.
Yeah. Yes. Like that was just one print run of it. Is that odd to anyone else? Like, what do you think? Why is that? What's going on?
Very weird.
Thank you. I need someone else to say
it. Even if you ask some of these people with the high end stuff that are really in tune with the vintage markets, you're like, hey, where can I find one of these boxes? Like, name some random set, like EX Dragon. They're like, I don't know anyone that has that right now.
Yeah, it's weird.
Well, someone's got to know someone that has it. What do you mean? Like, no, I don't know.
It's goofy as hell. It's 15 to 20 years newer than first edition Rocket, Fossil, Jungle. But I could go to Collecticon in June and probably buy all of those.
Yes. Oh, any big Collecticon, you could get every first gen booster box.
Yeah.
Except maybe first edition
multiple
base.
Languages, maybe.
Yeah, like, except first edition base, you could get every other first edition box from Jungle or to Gym Challenge.
And first edition base, you could acquire that easily somewhere.
It does seem more plentiful than some of those mid-era boxes, dude.
Yeah. I don't understand it. I really don't. Like,
either.
who does? Who can I talk to that can give me an actual answer? Because I've not found anyone.
The cabal, dude, the money
The
laundering.
cabal. I got to get in there.
Oh,
Like,
wait, I've been telling you to move to Philippines or Canada. I'd probably go to Philippines over Canada. I'm sorry. I'll probably tell you that.
Philippines, you'd be rich, I'm sure. Yeah. Costa Rica, my buddy Chase, he's like bullish on Costa Rica.
Bullish on it.
Yeah, dude. He's like he bought some land there with his Pokemon money,
For
and he's
real?
just yeah. That's like his plan. He's gonna do this thing here, grind it out, and then like
So
you
he
bring
took your
like
advice.
yeah, bro. You bring like 500 grand to Costa Rica, you're basically a mob boss level 5.
Chase, is that the guy that I met at ClutchCon with you?
Yeah,
So he bought land in Costa Rica,
yeah. Chase is the shit, man.
and
He'll be at Collecticon in June.
he's planning on cashing out here soon.
I mean, I don't know soon, but like when he's done in the Pokemon scene, like that's his like retirement plan.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, I don't know if he's trying to get out of it within a few years, but he's got a store in Wichita, and he went to vacation there and he bought some land, some beachfront property, and I guess it's cheap as hell, relatively to here.
And so it was no big deal to just buy land down there.
No, it's pretty chill. I guess Costa Rica is a good place to do it. I did a lot of chat GPTing after that conversation.
This is what is supposed to be safe and stuff too.
Relatively, you got to be smart, but it's safer than a lot of countries. It's one of those things like you got to be smart about it type shit.
Yeah. Have we talked about the large prismatic SBC buy? While considering,
I saw the thumbnails on that.
What happened?
I just think people went crazy and bought it out again, despite the fact that it's apparently reprinting like crazy. Let me look. I don't know. I've been seeing the thumbnails. I can't watch every video.
Dude, okay. I gotta call out Wilson one more time. Wilson.
Wow.
How were they at?
700 boxes sold.
What?
That's stupid crazy.
What?
How much did they spend on that buyout? My God.
Maybe we should have been talking about this. I did not know this.
Dude, 693 items sold. That's crazy. It's still only $315.
I was gonna say it's not expensive.
No, they didn't even do a good job with it. They had to keep going.
Interesting.
Bro, that's not. What were they trying to accomplish? Or maybe they just genuinely wanted them.
Here, okay. I have a video come out. We're both like ruining our videos that are coming out. I have a video coming out tomorrow talking about, again, I'm not going to name it anymore because I get heat every time I give it a name. Call it private equity, call it large investment funds, call it people with money giving other people money to buy for them. I don't care what you call it. But these structures are set up and the deals go something like this, right? We're going to invest your funds. You have a 3 to 5 year lock-in period where you can't take your money out of the fund. We're going to manage it, whatever. We're going to charge a management fee. And some of the funds have a date, an amount of days until you're fully invested, right? So like in the first 90 days is when we're going to get your money invested. Because these people don't want their money sitting in cash. Like they don't want to give it to you and be like, oh, you're just going to sit it in cash and it's not going to make anything. Like get it invested. And so what happens is they have to allocate these millions of dollars. They have to put them somewhere. And either it's going to go to vintage, boxes or, low pop cards from vintage, or it's going to go to real high end trophies like Japanese exclusives, ponchos, whatever, or it's going to go to modern sealed product. And once the A tier items are gone, the Ascendants, the Prismatics, the Phantasmal, the Destin, and there's still money to be allocated, it's going to go to the B tier items. And so it's to the point where investors have seen pandemics come, they've seen wars come, they've seen different presidents, they've seen all these different economical things, stock market going up and down, and Pokemon's been stable and it's weathered every storm. And so they see the track record, they see the gains, they're saying, yeah, I can allocate $3 million in capital. I know nothing about this stuff, but you do. Here's my money. You can take the management fee, get it invested, make my returns. And so these funds are like, I got to put it somewhere. And so they're just throwing their money into things that they think are going to perform well. And it's like forced buying.
Interesting.
Yeah, because people want to be involved. Like big money wants to be involved now in Pokemon. And for them to take a risk like this, it's like, it's nothing, right? I mean, you saw when all these big hedge funds wanted to make real estate plays, they went out and bought every single family house in the freaking nation. Like, it's when people want to play in Pokemon.
That's true. Buying every house is harder than buying every prismatic evolution ETB.
For these guys to give people $5 and $10 million to play with, it's chump change to them. But to this market, it moves things like crazy.
It's a really good point. It's fun money for them, but yeah, I mean, that's it. I mean, that's what's happening. I don't know. Does that piss people off when you talk like that? Probably.
I don't know what it does. I'm just trying to explain to you. I mean, because I talked to multiple people that have funds that do this now, and they get large amounts of capital to run it, and I mean, we talked. I've talked to these people, and they asked me where I think you should allocate it and things, and like, you know, the best strategies to take and all this stuff. And I mean, it's actively happening. I'm not trying to like scare anyone. I'm just telling you what's going on, and you just prepare. I don't know.
I think people have a really hard time like accepting the fact that their like squeaky clean hobby is being used for not even nefarious purposes, but like pure money. Like it just like, oh, these suits don't care about Pokemon. Pokemon's fun. And it's like, bruh, they've been doing this shit with every industry forever. Like Japan started it with like the luxury car industry. Like that's where they used to launder all their money. Like it was cars and art, and now it's cards. We went from cart to cards with a D. And yeah, I think you're spot on, man. And honestly, maybe that's where, maybe in 10 to 15 years, whatever we were asked, maybe we're the private equity people. Maybe we're like, we don't want to watch the new, you know, Timu NostalgiaNomics. We want to just, here's $5 million. Let Timu NostalgiaNomics, you know, and then like there's some guy who he wears an Under Armour hat like you do, or maybe he's got a Nike hat. You know, he's you in 15 years, and like he just does all this shit that we're doing now.
That's so funny.
And then we're the ones that are like buying up 300 ETBs or UPCs or whatever.
Yeah, I'll just sit in the back. See, that sounds a lot more fun. Just staying in the background.
Yeah, just kind of like putting your hands up.
Almost like laughing about it. Like, here, watch, this guy's gonna take all kind of heat tomorrow. I'm gonna buy it all. Watch him. Watch his comments.
I've done it. I know how it feels. It feels great. I've done some crazy buyouts, and a lot of people find out.
Man, you have.
Just the attention that the buyouts get are hilarious. It wasn't even profitable.
Some of those buyouts you did were like 7-10 grand.
I did like an 8,000 one.
And it moved the price significantly.
12,000 one, not much. And yeah, it like doubled the price. It's crazy. So whoever the Prismatic guy is, it's not me, for the record. I'd have claimed it, at least to Alex, but it could be Rudy. I don't know.
Awakened to emptiness. My buddy just ripped 230K in poncho boxes, cooked. Or do you think poncho boxes at 40K are harder to move than 2 to 3 cards that were PSA 10 worthy? Ripped.
Bro, that shit's too ritzy for my blood. I don't.
Dude, my stomach just dropped when I heard that. That's scary as heck. Now, I will say, I don't know the exact gem rates on ponchos, so I am not a poncho trophy card guy. I don't even mess with that market. Japanese cards on average grade really easily. So as long, I mean, I know Jake, you know, Twice Baked Jake did really good on his grades when he graded his ponchos. So as long as they grade well and they get a lot of 10s, yeah, I mean, probably just as good as having them sealed, I guess. You know, I mean, I think PSA 10 ponchos probably move even a little better than the sealed boxes because people aren't worried about if they're resealed or anything. You kind of like know what you got with a PSA 10.
That's valid.
I really don't know. I don't mess with those markets.
I have a hot take that, like, I mean, I think we all know, like, the grading companies do sketchy shit, but I think with like cards like Poncho Pikachus, they just kind of give them out because it's hype. They're like, oh yeah, we want our name on another Poncho. Like, let's throw a 10 on that bitch.
Could be.
I can see it. I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me, but because they are easy to grade, and it's like, why are they easier to grade?
Oh, CM was China, not Canada. Have a house there. It's lit. In China, dude.
That's some global money shit right there.
Yeah, Awaken, man. I don't know, man.
I wouldn't even know how to do that. I'm not that fancy.
That's wild. That's wild.
I'd be like, what's going on with it right now? I'd be like looking at my Chinese Ring camera doorbell every second. Like, are we good?
I think I'd rather be in a country that like doesn't get talked about. Like not the U.S.
That's such a good way to word it.
Like not U.S., Russia, or Canada, like, or Canada or China. Like I said, some random country you never hear about. That's where I want to be.
Some country around Sweden, but not even Sweden. Like just
Yeah,
one
like,
of those little ones.
I don't want to be involved.
Montenegro is pretty lit if you're rich.
Where is that?
I don't know. I got like a step cousin's. My step cousin's foreign exchange.
Oh come on,
sister.
this is not a real story.
No, straight up, it's kind of like a shit country if you're poor, but if you're rich, you're like the ruler there. Montenegro.
Can you do a 3-way chat with DJ? Thanks. Brian didn't invite me.
Yeah, country that doesn't get talked about.
What's up?
Croatia. Maybe Croatia's good. Poland is rocking these days. Yeah.
Poland? How do you know about? Are you like? How do you know about these countries?
I'm like 3% Polish, so I guess I might as well give it a shot, right?
Statement: 700 SPCs was likely Rudy. No cap. He's in talking about how he's going to buy and make a move. Maybe
he has been hinting at it for a while. I feel like I guess I've effed with TCG Player before too, but I feel like someone like Rudy, wouldn't you have better connections?
He's talked about buying on the open market before, which is weird.
He's talked about it a lot, and I think it's like it's weird though, right? Like if you're Rudy, you know everybody.
All right, here's one thing I'm gonna say about Rudy, which is kind of weird. Just hear me out. Hear me out. Where are the majorities of the deals that you have done come from?
That I've done?
Mm-hmm.
Like that where I'm buying?
Yeah, like where have you made the deal at? Where do you meet the people?
Shit. I mean, I meet them usually at like a Hy-Vee parking lot.
No, I'm saying is like, how'd you get in contact with them?
Oh, Instagram, and
Facebook,
and YouTube. Yeah.
All things Rudy says he doesn't do.
Yeah, no, you're right.
What if the like Pokemon, like TCG economy is just moved to like these sites more, and Rudy just doesn't involve himself with those, and so he just kind of makes deals with his card shops or like collection buys, or other than that, it's the market because he's not involved in the whole like secondary market world of these social media sites.
Yeah, he's not active on any platform other than just making YouTube videos.
It's something to think about.
I just think it's a weird choice. I mean, are you even tax exempt on TCG Player?
I am. I kind of got in before. I guess I'm godfathered in because I still don't have it. But I don't think you can get tax exempt anymore.
No, I don't think there's not a button that says like I'm a business, I'm buying for that, tax exempt me.
My account still is for now.
I never knew that was even a thing.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay,
I don't know. So it's weird. I know he always talks about how he doesn't mess with any social media. I'm just like, dude, all the deals I make right now are Instagram and Discord.
Yeah, to me that was just like when you asked that, I was like, what do you mean? Like that's the only place I've ever met anyone. It's Instagram.
Yeah. And I don't really know how else you would find people these days. Like, how would they reach out? I guess they have to be a part of his Patreon.
Yeah, I mean, I guess one thing, like if you're Rudy, if you're worth tens of millions of dollars, like you might not want to meet people in a Hy-Vee parking lot. You might be like,
no.
You know what I mean? Like it's probably just less risk to buy it from TCG Player, pay a little bit extra, then you're guaranteed it's going to be legit.
There is a lot of protection with the online sites for sure.
Yeah, that might be it. Because like even me, like man, I'd feel sketchy making a deal that big in real life.
Oh yeah, do you miss us talking about GameStop buying eBay?
Another big thumbnail news article right there.
I was very let down by that interview on CNBC with the CEO.
That dude sounded absolutely fried.
Like what, dude? I like lost some brain cells listening to that.
You know what pisses me off more than that interview is the people that like simp for that guy so hard, because that dude is worshipped by people, like cult worships. And the cringiest thing I saw on the social medias is, oh, well, Ryan Cohen doesn't believe in mainstream media, so he was trolling them and making fun of them. That's why he sounded high. I like to hold up. He went on an interview on MSM and purposely destroyed it because he was rebelling against the system.
I mean, I know Logan Paul's done stuff like that, but he's like part of that social media. He's not like the CEO of a
he's an
public trading company.
influencer. Yeah, like
Yeah,
Logan
I know
Paul does
he's
shit
done
like
interviews
that.
like that where he's purposely, you could tell he was trolling them. But dude, that I don't know. CEO of a publicly traded company giving an actual like statement about their business. Maybe I don't know.
That's a stretch. I mean,
It's a stretch.
So Kendrick Lamar fans are like a meme. Are you familiar with this?
Kinda.
Yeah, like Kendrick Lamar can say like, "Oh yeah, I went to grab a pizza the other day," and they'll write a 3-paragraph essay on what that actually means. They'll be like, "Well,
Right.
pizza, the third letter of that's a Z, and if you flip it to the like that's a meme of a Kendrick
They
Lamar
have like
fan."
numerology coming out.
Yeah, they'll be like, oh, "That's a 6-letter word he said, and if you multiply like that's a Kendrick
Are
Lamar
these like
fan."
the QAnon people?
Yeah, I mean, like some of them are, but it's just like Kendrick basically he used to be a wordsmith, and everything he said was brilliant, and now he can just say, "I'm gonna go buy a pizza,"
Right.
and they'll find a way to make it brilliant. That's Ryan Cohen fans. They'll be like, "Oh, that was stupid as shit," but wait, maybe this is a 5D chess move. It's Donald Trump, Ryan Cohen, and Kendrick Lamar. Those are all the same people.
Kendrick Lamar.
I'm serious, man.
A funny person to put in that group.
if you listen to rap, you know what I'm talking about. The people in the comments, and if you don't, then you're a Kendrick Lamar fan and you're one of the people.
No, man, Drake all day.
I like them both. Like I'm
saying him versus Drake or whatever.
Yeah, Kendrick and Drake. I genuinely like them both. I'm a normie fan of both, but like, bro, Swifties too. Swifties are just as bad.
Dude, I am the least deep music person. Anyone than me. Like high school and college, I listened to all the mainstream, just what everyone else was listening to. I don't know all the deep tracks of everyone's like records, like, so yeah, anyone that had hit songs, I pretty much listened to.
Yeah, and just their hits.
Yeah.
That's the better way to do it, man. It goes deep. Yeah, Swifties, K-Dots, Ryan Cohen's, and Donald Trump's. They all think there's a 5D chess move, and there's usually not.
I would say that's with most people. Like, people think we're trying to, dude. Every video we make, there's always like someone like trying to behind the scenes decipher it. Like, if they're saying to do this, that means they're really they want you to do that because they're doing this. And it's just like, dude, you want me, let me tell honest truth. Honest truth is I was sitting there at 11 a.m. and I'm like, I got to stream in an hour. I got to come out with a video. What's going on? All right, that's good. I'll talk about that. And then I go film it. That's the extent of my thoughts. It's not that serious.
That's about right. That's my thought process. That's my script writing.
Hey, you could interview my buddy that works with me. I'll look over at him and be like, dude, I gotta come up with a video. Like, you got anything?
So you just scroll through the homepage. You're like, oh, eBay and GameStop. Yeah, sure.
That's what it is. That's what happens.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, man, you do 40 extra minutes a week, and everyone all of a sudden starts really caring.
Awaken, appreciate you, dude. Thanks for our super chat, man. Is Pokemon not tax deductible for businesses in the U.S.? Well, it's tax deductible as in like your purchases come off your like owed income, but sales tax, like, if you write off sales tax, you're only saving, say your tax rate's 25%. You're only saving 25% of that. Whereas if you just don't pay it, you're saving 100% of it.
I don't think there's a lot of people that even know that, honestly.
Well, no, and they don't understand like write-offs either. Dude, the amount of people that try to like use write-off, they try to tell me, well, it's a write-off. It's like, what do you think that means? Like, well, I went to Collecticon and I got a hotel and got meals and I wrote it off. It's like, okay. So you would have spent $1,500 to save, $400 on taxes. You still spent $900 or whatever. It's like $1,100.
That. We both need to make a video on that. They think that if you spent $1,000 on a hotel, you pay $1,000 less in taxes.
Oh,
I think that's genuinely a lot of people. I think that might be more than half of people. That's people I talk to. They're like, oh, well, just I my piece of shit Mazda. They're like, well, so you just buy a car for the business and write it off. It's like a free car. I'm like, no, it lowers my taxable income by like $100,000, but it's not a free car.
Yeah, I don't think people understand that. Like you only save whatever your tax rate is. Like, so if your
Yeah.
tax rate's 30%, you save 30% of that of your taxes. So you still came out of pocket for the other amount. Like, you paid for it. I mean, yeah, it's a benefit if you were going to buy something anyway, but like to use it as like, oh, I can just go spend any money I want because it all just gets written off my taxes. Like, no, like if you owe, let's say you make $1 million and you owe like 300 grand in taxes. If you go spend 300 grand, you don't owe zero.
That's what people think, though. I truly believe people think that. They're like, oh, I should have expensed more.
Yeah. Wait, I still have a tax bill? What do you mean? I just spent 300 grand? No.
Yeah, like I'm really worried about it's you nailed it. It's the Collecticon people. Because that's how they justify it.
When I was like looking into vending back when I was talking with you and I was trying to figure out new ways to grow the business and you told me to try rip and ship, I was like trying to vend and I was talking to people and they're just like, oh, you just write it off. I'm like, well, yeah, but I mean, the profits still aren't there, right?
It still costs money.
Yeah, like, well, what? All right. And that's when you kind of figure out like, oh, so no one really knows what they're doing here. Okay, I got to figure it out for myself.
No, they have no idea, man. That's why they have the bougiest hotels and the bougiest restaurants. They're like, oh, it's all free.
Oh my gosh, dude! People, they go all out, man.
They ball out at
dude. They stay at the top room of the Omni. Freaking eat at Capitol Grill every single night. Like, dude, they're living large, bro. And then meanwhile, it's like, how much did you do in sales? Sold $8 grand this weekend. It's like, what's your margin? Like, is it good? I mean, well, I took trade-ins and did this. It's like, what'd you make, dude? Like, you spent $2 grand on this trip.
Yeah, like even if your margin's 50%, which is impossible, it's like you still somehow broke even. Like, good job.
The only way it makes sense is like, well, I just wanted to go hang out with the homies and still like be able to get a nice room and eat nice dinners, and I was able to like make a little bit. Like, that's an awesome weekend. Like, that's great.
It's a lens. It's the lens. Yeah, man.
It's like I just so happen to be asking about how to create a sustainable business.
Right.
We were having a different conversation. That's all.
We not the same.
Dude, I appreciate it, man. It's been 2 hours. We'll let everyone go there. What up, man? Is there anything that you wanted to talk about publicly that you got coming up, or are we gonna have to wait and find out anything?
There's a couple things that are pretty interesting in my life right now, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna wait a little bit.
All right. Anything you want
Probably.
to leave everyone with?
Oh boy, okay. Well, before we started, I told Alex, I was like, "Yo, let's get to 500, baby." There's been 500 people in this, like a good chunk of the stream.
Yeah, we hit like high fives for a while.
560 something. Yeah. So I guess if I'm gonna leave anyone with anything, it's thanks for chilling with us on a Friday. Try to be nice once in a while. I appreciate you guys. Yeah. I don't know, man. Let's see. If you are experiencing symptoms of like unhinged rage or your blood's boiling, like you might have PDS and you might want to get that checked out.
Dude, you know what's funny? Yeah. PDS. Guys, PDS, Prismatic Derangement Syndrome.
You might want to look into it.
Dude, I hadn't watched a Team Rocket Joey video, since all the nonsense started when he was always coming at me. Yeah. And the first one I ever watched in like, I don't know, months was when you just made that video, like, and you were like showing some stuff he was saying and here's some clips. I'm like, all right, I gotta at least click this and see what all this is about. Yeah. And dude, you know what's weird? I don't know why, but like I didn't have any kind of reaction. I was like, man, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, damn, am I like just this old? I was like, am I this old that like I'm just kind of like not bothered by any of this anymore?
You're not my target demo, that's for sure.
No, it's weird. I'm like, dude, you know what? You're at South Park, right? I feel like
I've seen clips.
I feel like that episode where Stan gets like everything shit to him, and it's like everything he's like, and it's like, oh no, you're just getting older. Everything. I feel like that. I'm like, God, is nothing? Does nothing feel fun to me? Is this all just like doesn't get me going anymore? Like, man.
We're colleagues now. That's the problem. Yeah.
Like, it's like now 3 years ago, dude, I would have been right in the mess with you, dude. I'd have been like, I'd be going all in. But I'm just like, dude, I don't know if I even care. Like,
well, that's the problem. We're colleagues now. Like, I don't like watch you as like, what's NostalgiaNomics gonna say about this set? Like, we watch each other as peers. That's why you don't give a shit.
And maybe it's because I'm so busy. It's like I'm so busy. The little free time I have, I'm just like, dude, my mind is just so fried. I don't even have like the energy to think about things. Maybe that could be it too.
All the emotional energy goes into hyping up the Galaxy Grails. That's valid. That's a lot of emotional energy. That's the people that are like cutting down trees and shit up, doing manly stuff outside. You're not exercising your emotional energy enough. You got to be happy about the Charizard.
You do.
Or you're not a real fan. That's why I stopped riffing ships. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it anymore.
You don't care because you're drowning in gains.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
Best comment.
All right, guys. Well, stay tuned for me and Brian's new videos. We'll be telling you which ones to buy out next. We'll be the ringleaders of all the buyouts, and hope all the money launderers keep doing well in the hobby. And that's pretty much what the gist of what we talked about today. So, POKENE's link is at the top of the description, guys. You guys want to check his channel if you're not subscribed to Brian for some reason. But other than that, guys, we'll do some more in the future. So that's it.
Bye, everybody.